for your play-by-play.
It's Imperial Tiger football on KXORadio.com. Now, let's get ready for the kickoff with George Grijalva and Mickey Dale. Tiger football on KXORadio.com.
Good evening and welcome to Gene Edwards Stadium on the campus of La Jolla High School. Tonight's quarterfinal round of the San Diego Section CIF Division III playoffs between the number 5 Imperial Tigers and the number 4 seeded Bishops Knights. I'm Mickey Dale along with George Grijalva, just a few blocks from the Pacific Ocean for tonight's game. A cool 59 degrees at kickoff time.
It feels good. It feels good. It's starting to get cold now. You can feel the chill coming in.
When you think just like a month ago we were in the 90s.
Oh,
kickoff and
I'm not complaining either.
No, not at all. Not at all. It is, like I said, really close to the ocean. It's a tartan turf, and it's very moist. You can see the moisture starting to glisten off of the fake turf that's here that we see throughout the San Diego County area. And Bishops High School, which is just a little bit to the east of us, plays all their home games here at La Jolla High School, the home of the Vikings. So that's where we're at tonight at La Jolla High School. And we'll be dealing with the elements just as the players are, as we're not in a press box. We're normally used to sitting, so we're sitting outside of the press box tonight and going to enjoy real football in cold weather.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
It's a change.
Yeah. The Tigers earned their 8th victory last week and knocking out number 12 Patrick Henry 35-7 in the opening round of the playoffs. And that 8 wins, George, is the most Tiger wins in a season since 2013. When Imperial went 11-1, that's the team that Royce Freeman and Chris Carter and Evan Pumphrey and all those guys were on that team. That was the team that went and had 11 wins. This is the most since then, as the Tigers are 8-3. The victory over the Patriots was the best offensive performance by the Tigers this season, with Gavin Robles and Jaden Ayala teaming up to complete 16 of 29 passes for 278 yards and 3 touchdowns. And all 3 scores were by super freshman receiver Gio Robles. Seth Shaw once again led the rushing department with 84 yards and his 11th touchdown of the season. And he added his 4th interception, along with Victor Valenzuela, and Angel Barone also had picks on the night. And then Zach Ray, and I'll tell you, when he goes out on pass patterns, he's quite deliberate with it, and I wouldn't get in his way. He caught 5 passes in the game last week for 79 yards, and he led the defense with 11 tackles for the Tigers last week in their victory over the Patrick Henry Patriots. The Tigers tonight will face a very tough challenge as they take on the 8-2 Bishops Knights. And we'll take a look at them when we continue our pregame show in just a moment.
IVC is celebrating 60 years of providing quality education to the Imperial Valley. It is now recognized as a top 10 community college in the nation. Through IVC's culture of care, strong K-12 partnerships, transfer degree pathways, embedded tutoring programs, flexible scheduling process, and many more services to support student success and completion, IVC is here to support you. IVC has what any student from any background needs to successfully complete their education at IVC and continue. Begin applying at imperial.edu/admission.
Start that day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best tea in the valley with different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, full, fresh flavor. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West 8th Road in Imperial.
Mickey Dale with George Grijalva here in La Jolla for tonight's quarterfinal San Diego Section CIF Division III game between the Bishops Knights and the Imperial Tigers. The Knights come into the game 8-2 after wrapping up their 5th Coastal League championship in the last 6 full seasons. Have to exclude COVID season. They defeated Santa Fe Christian, La Jolla Country Day, and Orange Glen for the title, and they're coached by Shane Walton. He's an All-American safety with Notre Dame back in 2002 as a walk-on. I was telling you about it tonight that he went to play soccer at Notre Dame, and he played his freshman year on the soccer team, and then he walked on to the football team of Notre Dame, and 3 years later he was a unanimous All-American safety. Wow. That's amazing, isn't it?
Another Rudy, yeah?
Yeah, it kind of is like that. He went on, he walked onto the team, and then later was a 5th-round draft pick with the St. Louis Rams.
Wow.
So Shane Walton is their head coach, and they've been very successful. We'll tell you about that in a minute. The Knights, a strong passing team. They're led by senior quarterback Will Fierro, who has passed for over 300 yards on 3 occasions this season. His main targets are super quick Reynold Fortin, who caught 11 passes for 174 yards against University City. Yeah. And that was a team that beat Brawley by 4 touchdowns earlier this season. So, yeah,
very strong team there.
They're the top-ranked team in the division. Jaden Moore is elusive on the other side of the line and was featured in a 48-0 win over Francis Parker with 4 catches and 126 yards and 3 long touchdowns in that game. The Bishop School has a long winning tradition. They have 12 CIF championship appearances and 6 wins, and they were the state title holders in 2010, defeating Brookside Christian of Stockton in the Division IV State Bowl game. Their last CIF title was 6 years ago when they blasted Christian High School of El Cajon 49-20, and that is the same Patriots team that beat the Tigers earlier that year, 40-13 in Imperial. And you remember Brad Jeremiah, left-handed quarterback, very accurate for the Patriots. He was the quarterback, and his grandfather, who's world-renowned pastor Dr. David Jeremiah, was in attendance in Imperial that night to watch his grandson, which he regularly did. He would go wherever at and watch his grandson play. And I don't know where Brad, if he went on to play in college, but, man, he was accurate.
Oh, my God. He
was accurate, yeah.
We got to watch him his sophomore year, right?
Right, sophomore year when
we were there in Granite Hills. Yeah, I remember that.
He was very good, and they were a very good team at Christian High School. And that same team this year has played against the Knights of Bishops in this season, and Christian was one of the only 2 teams to defeat the Knights. They beat them, I think it was 21-0. Their other loss was to University City, the top-ranked team in the division, by just 3 points, 49-46. So this is a tough test for the Tigers tonight against the Knights of the Bishop's School. And we're just minutes away from the opening kickoff tonight's game, and we'll be back with that and more in just a moment.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has supported all sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping our kids busy with school activities. Members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, call Betty or Larry Zinn at 760-355-1312. That's 760-355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma Floor Covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I need blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tiles, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's Floor Covering today, 220 North J Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering. Wake up with Broken Yolk Café, open daily at 7 a.m., serving your favorite breakfast, from omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café, El Centro, or call 760-352-9655.
Again, I went to Broken Yolk this morning. I haven't been able to go in a couple of weeks. Wow.
You did?
Yeah. I couldn't finish it all. I got through all of the omelet, but I couldn't do all the hash browns. They're excellent, but I can't eat that much. Big portions of Broken Yolk that we like going there. One CIF game is already on the books as the second-seeded Central Spartans eliminated the Brawley Wildcats 28-14 last night at Cal Jones Field in El Centro. That is in Division II. The Spartans will meet the winner of tonight's San Marcos Ramona game in the semifinal round next week, and that game will be played in El Centro. So for Valley fans, the Spartans will be at home next Friday night, and they'll take on the winner of tonight's San Marcos Ramona game. In other games involving local schools, Division IV, number 7, Palo Verde, 36-27 winner last week over Mount Miguel, and the defending champion of the division is just east of us to meet number 2 La Jolla Country Day. We're just a few blocks from us. We might almost be able, if there wasn't the hedges here, might be able to see the lights of the stadium there. In Division 5, 6-seeded Vincent Memorial, 42-6 winner over Mountain Empire in the opening round, will visit number 3-seeded Classical Academy. That game is being played in Escondido. And The Tigers have come out onto the field in all white uniforms tonight with their red helmets. They have a white piping stripe down the middle of the helmets. Their number on one side, the interlocking IT on the other. Bishops has remained on the field, and although they're maroon and big as gold, tonight they're in all black uniforms and gold chrome helmets. So kind of cool and shimmering off the lights on that. So kind of cool to see that. So you've got the all black uniform with chrome gold helmets with the Bishop Knights and the Tigers in all white and red.
For this game, or if they do that every so often?
The videos that I've seen, this is what they normally have. So even though they are a maroon school, and in fact, you see over to the right, I think that's the first mascot we've seen this year.
Oh, yeah.
They're Knights down here, and he's in maroon and gold as their colors, but they have been wearing all black uniforms. So that's what the Bishops Knights will be wearing tonight. The Tigers will be in all white. We're about 5 minutes away from the opening kickoff of tonight's game, and we'll be back with that and more on our pregame show in just a moment.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. PO box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro. El Zarape restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Mickey Dale along with George Grijalva here at La Jolla High School for tonight's second round or quarterfinal round of Division III CIF football between the Imperial Tigers and the homestanding Bishops Knights. And the captains are going out onto the field now for the traditional coin toss to see who will get the ball first. Hewitt Watkins, one of the captains for the Knights, and he is a defensive captain for them. Their quarterback, you'll hear a lot about him tonight, Will Fierro, is a captain along with Jaden Moore, one of their receivers and a two-way starter, and their other captain is Alex Gonzalez. And for the Tigers, Seth Shaw, one of the captains, along with Devin Mesa. And who are the others, George? Can't tell by on the other.
58.
Yeah.
Andres Costello.
Right. And it's Zach Ray on the opposite side. I was able to see his number. He was covered up by the players from the Knights teams. Now, the game tonight is the quarterfinal round. The winner of this game will meet the winner of the University City Rancho Buena Vista game. And that will be played at University City. They're the number one ranked team in the division. Then the other side of the ledger or the pairings, number 3 Del Norte will be at home against number 6 San Pascual tonight, and then number 2 Point Loma is at home against number 10 Morse tonight. So that's the matchups that are going on this evening. And again, the winner of tonight's game between Imperial and Bishops will meet the winner of the University City Rancho Buena Vista contest, and that's being played at University City.
And who did Morse beat last week?
Morse beat El Capitan 52-28. Woo! Yeah, by 24 points. That kind of surprised me. So Morse, I think they've been gathering steam as the season has gone along and are really playing good ball. And at number 10 right now, they've got a big test tonight against Point Loma as the second-seeded team. But as good as they've been playing lately, it wouldn't surprise me for them to come up with it tonight.
Yeah, because probably looked good against them at the Carnival here up at University City. Mm-hmm. They ended up playing Morse, and they looked good against them.
As we mentioned before, Centro defeated Brawley last night by a score of 28-14, and they'll be playing the winner of the San Marcos Ramona game. And the other side, number 1 Granite Hills has number 8 La Jolla, and then number 5 Mira Mesa is at number 4 Christian tonight, and that's in the other side of that bracket. And we'll be back with the kickoff for tonight's game in just a moment.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
IVC is celebrating 60 years of providing quality education to the Imperial Valley. It is now recognized as a top 10 community college in the nation. Through IVC's culture of care, strong K-12 partnerships, transfer degree pathways, embedded tutoring programs, flexible scheduling process, and many more services to support student success and completion, IVC is here to support you. IVC has what any student from any background needs to successfully complete their education at IVC and continue. Begin applying at imperial.edu/admission.
Start that day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best tea in the valley with different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, full, fresh flavors. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO Centro.
Thank you, George Grijalva here in La Jolla as they just finished the national anthem here before tonight's ball game on Veterans Day. To our cap, and we thank you for all the veterans who have fought in wars and are here to protect us so that we can come out and do ball games.
That's right.
And the freedoms that we are enjoying. So we thank you for everyone who has done their service on behalf of us and our country.
Yeah, thank you.
Roy Platt wanted to check in tonight. He said that he is the Melissa, Texas team is playing Hallsville, Texas. He said it was 42 degrees at the start of the game with a breeze, and he's freezing. He said he'll be listening at halftime, and he can't hold on to his phone. I thought that was pretty good, Roy, but hopefully you can have your phone held on enough to be able to listen tonight as the Bishops team has run back out onto the field with some smoke canisters out in front, and they're in front of us. We're at about the 30-yard line on the home side and not in the press box, so it's a little chilly for us tonight as game time about 58 degrees here in La Jolla, just a few blocks away from the ocean. And the Bishops Knights in all black uniforms with gold numbers. They have Knights in script on the front of the jerseys and then gold chrome helmets. And for the Tigers on the far side, all white uniforms with red helmets, a white piping down the middle, and they have the interlocking IT on one side of the helmet and their number on the other. And Kyla, my sister Kyla Wilkinson up in Middleton, Idaho, says that she is checking in at 30 degrees up there.
We're not going to complain about 58.
No, we'll check in with that. Lee Elder checking in from Talmadge, Ohio. 60 degrees and raining. And since he's got a Mustang and he uses premium gas, $4.46 a gallon for that. So Lee, thanks for that. The kickoff is going to be Bishops kicking left to right here at the stadium in La Jolla. And doing the kicking honors, Will Klusky. And then deep to receive for the Tigers on the near side is Richard Robinson. And on the far side is Devin Mesa, yeah. Ball's going to be going into the end zone, and Devin will wisely let it go. And the Tigers will have the football first to 10 from their own 25-yard line. And the starting lineup for the Tigers expected to be usually has been C.J. Tiernan, but I believe Gavin Robles may get the start tonight for the Tigers. We'll take a look through the binoculars and see who will be the quarterback to start this one out for Imperial.
It is Robles.
It is, okay.
Yes.
And then in the backfield, you'll hear both Seth Shaw and Richard Robinson back there as they will come in and out from that running back position. Alejandro Perez, Dominic Suarez, Zach Ray, Jared Nixon, and Gio Robles all go in and out as the receivers. And along the line, Jose Apodaca, Andres Castellum, Ethan Ariola, Ethan Reeves, and Aiden Shields. That dislocated finger last week, his mom was telling me last night.
Oh, that's why he came out. I never found out why.
Handoff goes up the middle, not much there by Seth Shaw, but he will get a couple of yards on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 8 from the 22.
You know what I just noticed? We got Connor Apodaca at left guard. And then Aiden Shields outside of him.
Yeah, he had a dislocated finger. His dad was telling me last night, a bowling league, and they popped it back in, and he was back in. You can see his left wrist and hand heavily taped up on the left tackle for Imperial. Robles at quarterback, and has Seth Shaw behind him in the pistol. Robles gets the snap, goes back to pass, looks over, can complete it to Meza, and Devin will get the first down, crossing the 30-yard line out to about the 31, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Tigers at the 31 after the gain of 9.
Little quick hitter off to the left. He was brought down by number 20, Xavier Rodriguez, for the Knights.
So the Tigers ready to go from the 31-yard line. 1st and 10. And again, they're going right to left on your dial right now. This field, we're at Knights, I think it kind of goes a little bit from the southeast toward the northwest. And I thought the middle is going to go to Shaw, and Shaw's going to get stacked up at the 35-yard line. But he pushes his way to about the 32nd before he's going to get knocked down. That'll be a gain of 6 yards in the play. 2nd down and 4 coming up.
That is so good to see right there. Up front, I think we have some size on them. But number 60 looks like a stud over on the left tackle.
So 2nd down and 4 for the Tigers from their own 37-yard line. Opening moments of this ball game in La Jolla between the Tigers and the Knights of the Bishops School. Two teams have not played each other. The schools haven't played each other in over 20 years. I want to think right around 1996 or 97 was the last time the teams met each other. And on again to go to Shaw on the right side. He's going to break open and that's at the 50-yard line of the 45. Going to be knocked down at the 44-yard line of the Knights. And a big gainer for the Tigers on a 1st down.
Great quick hitter off the left tackle. And he breaks it off to the flat before he's knocked down by Jaden Moore. That's one of their best players on this team.
Yeah, 19-yard gain for Seth.
Good start. CJ's coming in, replacing Shaw.
So CJ Tiernan will come in at the running back position behind Gavin Robles. You have 2 quarterbacks back there, but Tiernan has done a good job over the years in running. So I'm really pleased to see him at a tailback position. He's going to get the call from the middle. There's up in there, fumble, and the Bishop's going to pick it up at midfield. And coming up with the loose change is Henry Armstrong, and the Bishops Knights has the ball. 1st and 10 on the Tiger side of the 50-yard line. The ball at the 44 of Imperial.
I missed that one. I didn't see what happened there. Must have been an exchange or something.
Right, it was on the exchange, and then the ball bounced out. Gavin went to try to get it, but he dove and the ball went away from him, and then that's when Armstrong was able to pick it up on the fumble recovery, and it gives the Knights great field position at the Tiger 44-yard line.
Good thing is we recovered, and we were able to tackle the guy that picked up the ball. If not, he's gone. Making a change already.
So Fierro, quarterback, will be in the shotgun position, has 3 wide receivers to his left side, marks some signals out and then decides against it, looks over to their offensive coordinator to the near side, and then now their running back, Tayshawn Taylor, will move from the left side to the right side of Fierro, and Fierro goes back to pass. Looks over to the near side, going to complete it at the 35-yard line, pushes his way down to the 34-yard line, the reception by Jaden Moore. Got a 57-yard touchdown pass against La Jolla in the opening game this year for the Knights. They're going to put the ball at the 33-yard line. That'll be good for 11 yards and a 1st down.
That was a good tackle by Devin Mesa. Couldn't bring him down. Then J.J. Jimenez came over and helped him bring him down.
The Knights will send Moore to the right side, and Reynold Thornton also in the slot to the right side, and deep to the left, Colin Fagan, and back to pass is Fierro. He's going to go deep, has a receiver in the end zone. Thornton's going to be tipped away at the last moment by Devin Mesa, saving a touchdown for the Tigers defense.
Great defense by Devin. Stayed right on his left shoulder and was able to knock the ball away right at the last second. Great positioning.
Colin Marion, the left tackle for Bishops. Lucas Manasian is their left guard. Jack Ryan is the right guard. Cole Hager at the right tackle position. And we're going to check on the center because they were uncertain who would be at the center position to start this one out.
6'2"?
And yes, it is number 62. And I asked their announcer if he could get us a name. He promised he would before the game and never made it back. So we apologize for not having that. Thornton's going to get the pitch forward and breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage. But then on the second flight coming in for the Tigers, they were able to stop him for no gain. It'll be a second down. I'll make it a third down now. And about 10 yards to go.
Great read by Zach Ray. As soon as he turned into that hole, Zach covered that hole. Hit him hard.
It was a pitch forward, so it's going to count as a pass, but no yardage to Thornton. So a third down and 10 for the 33 of the Tigers for this Bishop's team. The Knights 8-2 on the season. They have 3 wide receivers to the right side, 2 to the left, and Fierro in an empty backfield. He's used to doing that on this. The Fierro sets up, goes back to pass. Takes it, going to go keep it himself. He'll get inside the 30-yard line to about the 29 before getting stacked up after a 4-yard gain, but a 4th down and 6 coming up from the 29. Not to decide what they're going to do. Will they try a field goal that far away? I think it's too much. I'm going to they get 4-down territory for him, I believe.
I see him kicking from 35 with these. That was Aiden Shields that stayed home and open field tackle. He went right at Aiden, thinking he was going to be able to shuffle around him.
Pierre against the top-seeded University City Centurions earlier this year had 3 rushing touchdowns, so he can run with the ball. But they're going to go for it on a 4th down and 6 from the Tiger 29-yard line. Pierre is going to bring Thornton into the backfield with him. We'll make a check on that. Binoculars, it look like a 3, but it's not. It's going to be on the far side. Okay, it's going to be number 4. It's Tayshawn Taylor that goes in the backfield with Fierro. And Fierro goes back to pass. That's up. Throws it over toward the end zone. He's going to get it to Thornton. Completed inside the 10-yard line. To the 7-yard line. It's a 1st and goal for the Knights.
J.J. Jimenez was on the coverage. He turned the wrong way. He turned to the right, and they threw to his left shoulder. But he was great decision until he turned his head.
He's going to go for 22 yards and put the ball at the 7-yard line of the Tigers. Fierro, very accurate passer. As we mentioned in the pregame, he threw for 300 yards, at least 300 yards in 3 games this season.
That shot just went out. It looks like he's holding his left shoulder.
Thornton went in motion, now goes back over to the left side. They're going to bring Moore in the backfield, going to hand it off to Taylor. Taylor's going to go around the right side, puts his head down, and touchdown Knight. Tayshawn Taylor will go in from 7 yards out, and the Bishop's Knights leads the Tigers 6-0.
Devin was there about the 1-2 yard line, but he was able to push him through and carry him for the touchdown. I see him. Oh, I don't see him now, but I see him go off to the sideline, holding his left shoulder.
Keep an eye on that point to see how
after the completion
status is. Will Kleski will come in for the extra point attempt.
Bigfoot. I was watching this kid when I went over to the snack bar. Bigfoot. I love the way this coach was talking to him, too.
Aiden Scobler on the hold. The ball is down, kicks up, and it is good. So 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. It's the Bishop's Knights 7, the Tigers 0.
IVC is celebrating 60 years of providing quality education to the Imperial Valley. It is now recognized as a top 10 community college in the nation through IVC's culture of care, strong K-12 partnerships, transfer degree pathways, embedded tutoring programs, flexible scheduling process, and many more services to support student success and completion. IVC is here to support you. IVC has what any student from any background needs to successfully complete their education at IVC and continue. Begin applying at imperial.edu/admission.
Scoring drive for the Knights, 6 plays, 44 yards, took 3 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock, and capped by the 7-yard touchdown run by Tayshawn Taylor, a junior, at 5'11" and 172. The extra point by Will Kleski, and it's 7-0 Knights with 6:10 remaining in the first quarter, and it comes after a turnover.
Yes,
that's what hurts.
Yeah.
So Kleski kicking off, deep to receive on the far side, Devin Meza, and a change in who's on the near side. It's not Richard. Devin's going to pick it up the 5-yard line, straight up the middle, finds a little bit of a crease, and then it closes up as Jaden Moore comes up to give him a hit at the 25-yard line. His extra momentum will go get him past the 30-yard line, to about the 32. So good return by Devin Meza.
That's good push by the Tigers. A little scrum there, and they won the scrum. Got about 4 or 5 extra yards.
So 1st and 10 Tigers now trailing 7-0. Early moments of this first quarter of the ball game in La Jolla between the Bishops High School of La Jolla and the Imperial Tigers. And you think about it, there are 3 strong football teams in the city of La Jolla. You have the Bishops, you have La Jolla High School, and La Jolla Country Day. And they're all just blocks away from each other, really. Maybe a mile away from each other.
We got Robinson in the backfield.
And it's going to go to Richard over the right side. He'll break a tackle at the line of scrimmage. Will twist his way out across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 4-yard gain and a 2nd down and 6.
Hewitt Watkins. Good job bringing him down. For the Knights, and I still can't find Seth Shaw on the sideline. Well, he's not sitting. Oh, there he is. I just find he's still on the bench. So we got Robinson backfield behind Robles.
Gain of 4 on that, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Calvin Robles at quarterback will move Richard over to his right side from the shotgun formation and back to pass. Throws out to the near side, gets to Zach Ray, completes at the 42-yard line, gets the 1st down, crossing the 45 to the 47, and a gain of 11 yards and a 1st down for the Tigers.
I like the size that he's got against the defenders. Colin Fagan brought him down from pre-safety position. And not till after the 1st down by Zach Ray.
For Zach, his 21st catch on the season. And his first of the night, 1st and 10 Tigers. Ball at the 47-yard line of Imperial. Gavin will hand it off to Richard, and Richard, man, he fights his way to get a couple of yards up the middle. Just wasn't anything there, but he still got 2 positive yards at it. 2nd down and 8.
I like the way that number 4 grabbed his leg and pulled it up so he couldn't push anymore. That was smart.
It is.
That was good.
Richard, very strong lower body, very strong leg.
Only a freshman. It's unbelievable, the talent this young man has.
Gio Robles, also a freshman, is wide to the right along with Zach Ray and Devin Meza to the near side. It's like
Nixon or
Nixon. Not
could
sure.
Be dominant. Could be dominant.
No, I think it is Nixon, number 24. Back to pass and throw it out to Nixon. Going to complete it at the 45-yard line, driven out of bounds at that point. We're actually going to say got to the 44 of Bishops. It'll be a gain of 5 yards and a 3rd down and short coming up. So about 3rd down and a yard.
I want to see that one again. Going up against Xavier Rodriguez, who pushed him out of bounds.
It'll be a 7-yard gain on that. So 3rd down and a yard from the Bishops' 44-yard line, and the Tigers' offensive line completely shifts from the left side to the right side.
Timeout.
And the Tigers will have 3 wide receivers to the right side, but we'll call timeout. 3:33 to go in this first quarter of play. It's the Knights 7, the Tigers 0.
Start that day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best tea in the valley with different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, bold, fresh flavor. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma Floor Covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I mean blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tile, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's Floor Covering today, 220 North State Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering.
Robinson gets the handoff on the right side. He's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 4th down and a yard for the Tigers from the Knights' 44-yard line.
Chase Jordan did a great job of bringing him right down. And he kept laying on top of him because Rashad's still fighting for more yardage even when he's down.
Also ran it toward number 60. We looked at him before this game, Tyler Boynton. He's 6 foot and 230, and he just looks
he's all
nothing but muscle.
He's all muscle.
Right.
He doesn't look very big, but that's all muscle.
Is playing at a left tackle position on the line. 4th and 1 for the Tigers. They're going to go for it, fake it one way, go the other. Roba is going to break open. He's at the 30-yard line, to the 20, to the 10, 5. Touchdown is C.J. Tiernan, the quarterback. As C.J. came in and got the touchdown, and he can run. And the Tigers are within a point of tying this ball game up.
Great call. Great call.
Kind of a counter taking it one way and going the other.
Misdirection. They had both turned. The quarterback and the running back went right, and the little spin to the back to the left, and
nobody touched him.
No. Right off tackle.
44 yards all the way, and it's hard to believe that's just his second touchdown of the season. We saw so many last year.
Last year, he had an incredible year last year. We expected even more of that.
Even Gonzalez will be in for the extra point to try to tie this ball game up, and the kick is up. It's good. 2:44 to go in the first quarter play. We're deadlocked. It's the Knights 7 and the Tigers 7.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs, Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café, El Centro, or call 760-352-9655.
On that scoring drive for the Tigers, 6 plays, 68 yards, using 3 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock, and capped by a 44-yard touchdown run. Longest of the year for C.J. Tiernan. It's difficult because he and Gavin look alike on the field, and one is 16 and the other is 6. So we didn't see him until he turned that it was actually C.J. running.
I didn't realize it was C.J.
And once he broke open, it's like, wait a minute, that's not Gavin running, that's C.J. running. So our apologies for getting that wrong at the beginning, but the touchdown is good, the extra point good, and the Tigers have tied this ball game up here in La Jolla.
Beautiful run. I love seeing that.
Yeah, I do too. That was outstanding.
There we go. Good kick.
And a kick from, it's also go into the end zone, and it'll come out of the 20-yard line.
I was worried about the cold. I don't know if it traveled the same, but it is.
So the Knights now tied up with the Tigers at 7-7. Will go on offense at their own 20-yard line. Will Fierro at quarterback. As we said, very, very accurate passer. And has completed 3 of 4 in the game for 33 yards in this one. And he will send near to the near sideline. Ian Brown, we see his first play on the night. And Fierro will bring Taylor, who scored their touchdown earlier, into the backfield with him. He gets the call, fakes to the right side, goes to the left, breaks open. He's at the 30-yard line, gets the first down, still on his feet out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 17 yards on a first down for the Knights.
Got Ethan Reeves and Aiden Shields bringing him down. But not till after he made his first down for the Knights.
17-yarder gives him 24 yards and the touchdown for the Knights tonight. Got some speed.
Yes.
He'll stay in the backfield to the left side of Fierro, who's in the shotgun, and he'll send 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field, and he'll have Thornton wide left, and then Moore in the slot. Takes the handoff, going to throw to Thornton on the far side, going to catch the ball at the line of scrimmage and brought down immediately. Who was it that came up and made the stop?
He got blocked in the back right into the receiver.
Pablo Moreno.
Yeah,
great job of stopping him for a loss of 1. It'll be a second down and 11.
Yeah, the guy that was defending came from behind, pushed him right into the receiver, who's carrying the ball for loss of 1.
Yeah, loss of 1 on it.
We got set shots back out there. That's good to see.
Yeah, back in the safety spot. Good job. Second down and 11 from the 36 for the Knights. Fierro goes back to pass, rolls to his right, going to throw it off a short one, and it's going to be caught and then dropped at the line of scrimmage. More, and again, the Tigers come up to put the hurt on. There'll be a gain of a yard. They're going to give it to him a gain of a yard, but a third down and 10 coming up from the 37.
Yeah, Campos, great job of coming up and shutting down that reception quick for the Tigers.
It was to Jaden Moore, his second catch of the night for a total of 12 yards, but a third down and 10 coming up from the Knights. at their own 37-yard line. Taylor will come into the backfield and stay there to the right side of Fierro this time. Fierro looks over to his left side, 2 receivers, then goes back to pass. That's up. Pump fake. Now goes out to his left. Got a lot of room to run, but he's going to pass it, complete it to Thornton, and then it falls out of his hands as soon as he's hit by Seth Shaw, breaking up a pass completion, which would have been for a first down.
Did you see the way they changed directions or everything was going to the right?
Right.
It was covered. They seen the quarterback roll out to his left. They went the other way. He was wide open. Great job by Seth Shaw. Close that up quick.
3 and out by the Knights. And with 35.8 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the Knights will be kicking off to the Tigers, and Shaw will be deep to receive. Buskey will be the punter. He does the punting and kicking chores for the Knights.
They've only got 10 players out there. 11.
Okay. Snap goes back. It's a good snap to Kluski. He takes his time and then punts it. And it's a spiral that hits the 25-yard line. Shaw will run up and then think otherwise.
He thought about it.
He thought about it. Stopped at the 21-yard line. And the Tigers let the ball first and 10 at the 21.
Yeah, like nobody rushed, so he sat there and just held the ball.
Yeah. And then kicked a spiral.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was deliberate.
Australian football.
Yeah, that was really strange.
Remember when Delatorre used to do that? Luis Delatorre?
Yes.
He would take out to the left and old Italian football kick.
24.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. 7-7 score here in La Jolla between the Bishops Knights and the Imperial Tigers. The Tigers with the ball, first and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Gavin Robles back in at quarterback for Imperial. And has Shaw in the backfield with him. A bar right in front of my eyesight, sitting here. And out to Shaw the middle. Oh, he fakes it. And now the Gavin's going to run. He's out to the 40-yard line. 45, going to finally be brought down at the 43. Great fake by Shaw. Going through with the fake on that, too.
I don't know if he pulled it back or if that was an option, but great read if he did.
47-yard line, 26-yard run by Robles. And that may be the last play of the quarters. The Tigers are going to take their time and watch the clock roll down to nothing. The score after one quarter play here in the quarterfinal round of CIF, it's Imperial 7 and the Bishops 7.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Bo and his team of employees at Dan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Dan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Dan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
7-7 score as we start off the second quarter play. The Tigers going left to right now on your dials. And the Tigers in this first quarter at about 100 yards of offense. Penalty flag goes up before the snap of the ball. Illegal substitution against the Tigers. So penalty there. That's the first penalty of the ball game. You don't want something like that when you're getting your momentum going. Yeah. So the penalty will pull it back to make it a first and 15 and pull it back on to the Tiger 42-yard line. Robles stays in at quarterback, and Robinson comes into the backfield with him. He's on the right side of him. Man goes in motion to the near side, and it goes direct snap to Devin Meza. Devin tries to turn the corner on the near side. He'll be caught from behind at the 45-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the play. But a second down and 12 coming up.
Yeah, the timing was off and all. The snap was too slow, and he had to stop and then didn't even get the ball from Robles. He got it himself.
First carry on the night for Meza. Yeah, the Tigers have over 100 yards of rushing offense already in the game. That's really surprising.
Yes, it is.
Nice defense. 3 wide receivers go to the left side for the Tigers. Nixon will be split out to the right. Gavin still a quarterback. And goes back to pass. Sets up, looks over the middle, has Zach Ray, completes it at the midfield stripe, and Zach fights his way to stay at the 50-yard line. 5-yard gain, for the Tigers are going to be facing a third down and about 7 from the 50-yard line.
Great job by Henry Armstrong, linebacker for the Knights.
Second catch of the night for Ray. And the Tigers have 32 yards of passing on 4 for 4 by Gavin Robles. He'll stay in the lineup. We'll put Robinson over to the left side of him now. Alejandro Perez into the lineup, and he'll come slot right with Dixon wide right, and the Tigers are going to have to call timeout. With 10:43 to go in this first half of play, the Tigers 7 and the Knights 7.
El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape Restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape Restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Tigers ready to go on a third down and 7 from the 50-yard line, right at the midfield stripe. Robles will go in a pistol formation with Rashad Robinson behind him. 2 wide receivers each side of the field. Robles barking out signals to each side of the line. Looks over at the sideline to head coach David Shaw. And now set to go. Third and long from the 50. Back to pass Robles. Pump fakes. Now going to go deep. As a receiver, almost makes a fingertip catch as Jared Nixon at the 25-yard line. It will fall incomplete. The Tigers will have to punt.
Oh, I thought he had that. I thought he brought that back into himself.
At first, it looked like it was going to be way over. Head,
yeah.
Right, and then he got fingertips and tipped it back, but couldn't hold on to it. So the Tigers will have to punt. That's the first incomplete pass by the Tigers in 5 passes, totaling 32 yards in this first half.
And he did a great job to get in behind the cornerback, but that safety is coming full speed.
Nice touch by Robles on that, too. Ethan Gonzalez in on the punt. Gets the punt off. It's going to be a good one. It's going to bounce to the 15-yard line and roll toward the end zone, and the Tigers are going to be there to stop it at the 1-yard line. Wow.
He did. That was David. No, Victor Valenzuela.
That's a 49-yard punt from a punter that is number 2 in the country at over 50 yards a punt. Wow, that's an outstanding punt.
That'll help.
That was great.
And great job by Valenzuela. He outran that ball. He went right to the goal line.
And
he went down to his knees, and he waited for it to come to him.
Like a shortstop getting a ground ball. So the Knights have the ball backed up to the wall at the 1-yard line, 1st and 10.
We've got to hold them here. We've got to take advantage of this field position right now and get the ball back on our side.
So Fierro standing in his end zone, and he'll bring some beef back there. As we had talked about, Tyler Boynton at 6 foot and 235. He's at a running back spot. He's going to get the ball on the right side. He pounds his way out to about the 5-yard line on a gain of 4. It'll be a 2nd down and 6.
And look who took him down. David Mess is the first one to hit him.
Man, I tell you, he's a load to bring down, though.
I missed that.
Ball is right at the 5-yard line. On Boynton's first carry of the ball game. Big lineman they put in there to try to get a little bit of room.
They're still back there.
There's not much room back there.
They're still back there. 2 running backs off to the right of the quarterback.
2nd down and 6 from the 5.
2 and 4. 2 and 4 in the backfield.
So Moore will come out of the backfield along with Taylor. Fierro at quarterback, gets the snap, hands it off to Taylor on the right side. Taylor breaks through out near the 10-yard, and he'll get the first down, crossing the 10 out to about the 13-yard line, and a first down for Bishops.
Great blocking by the big lineman. Broke him out to the right, and then Joel Campos was able to bring him down. I thought he was gone, though. Scared me there for a bit.
Actually going to put it at the 12-yard line, so 7-yard gain by Taylor, who now has 31 yards on 3 carries and the lone Bishops touchdown tonight. They're going to stay with the extra people in the backfield. And in fact, stack up.
This way.
In the back. This time it's going to be to Tater this way. And Tater breaks through the line again, finds a little bit of a crease, gets out to the 20-yard line, and a gain of 8, and a second down and 2 coming up.
Pablo Moreno and Seth Shaw brought him down. I think they found something with that.
Yeah, they also have Boynton back there as an extra blocker, too.
Oh, he's back? I didn't see
he was back there blocking, too. So, yeah, he's being used quite a bit on this drive for Bishop.
Oh, he sure is. He sure is. Yeah, I'd stay with it until they stopped it.
Yeah. He is very strong, and now is a blocking back, and they have Taylor stacked up behind Moore, and he gets the third this time. Back to pass Fierro. Going to look downfield. Going to throw deep. Pass Thornton, and he catches the ball at the Tiger 48-yard line. Penalty flags go down when they see a pass interference call. But what a catch by Thornton.
Great. Over his shoulder?
Wow.
Right. He's looking straight over his shoulder.
And Fierro's pass was right on. Right on him.
Yeah, when he broke that out to the left, that's when Barone grabbed him and still was able to get out there and make the catch.
That's going to go for 32 yards on a first down. The pass interference call will go against the Tigers. That'll be declined. And a 1st and 10 for the Bishops Knights at the Tiger 48-yard line. A 32-yarder on that one, their longest pass of the evening. 1st and 10 from the Imperial 48. 8:08 to go in the first half. 7-7 deadlock here in the quarterfinal round of CIF. Piero going to design, run it himself. Will get inside the 45-yard line. Will get stacked up by the Tigers at the 42. Will fight his way to the 41 and a gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Pablo Moreno and Zach Ray with a little help from J.J. Jimenez. Yeah, that was his sign. He kept that the whole way. I'm like a wildcat.
Good rushing quarterback, scored a couple of touchdowns on this field against La Jolla in the opening game this year for the Knights, and a victory over the Vikings. Taylor will stay in the backfield with Fierro now, as they'll just keep the one lone running back, 3 wide receivers to the right side, and back to pass Fierro. Looks out to the right side. He's going to complete it at the 40-yard line to the 30 to the 29-yard line, and a first down. It'll be a 12-yard gain, and the first catch by Colin Fagan tonight. It'll be good for 12 yards.
He just broke out to the right flats and nobody went with him. Or there must have been zone coverage there because he was all by himself.
1st and 10 Knights at the Tiger 29-yard line, as Fierro has now completed 7 of 9 passes for 77 yards in the first half. As we said at the pregame show, he's a very accurate passer. He just doesn't throw many of them away. And he has some receivers that are quick and sure-handed. They'll have 3 wide receivers to the left side now. That's the white side of the field. They're going right to left. And Fierro going to hand it off to Taylor over the left side. Taylor will pull his way inside the 25-yard line to the 24. It'll be a gain of 5 yards in the play. Second down and 5 coming up.
I didn't get to see who brought him down, but I thought there was a 6 on that.
Yeah, it's Ethan Reeves, 56.
Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan, okay.
And Taylor comes off the field limping on his left leg.
Ooh.
So that's going to hurt the Bishop's team. Taylor very quick. And he comes after that 5-yard gain to the sideline. We'll see who will come in to replace him. I see Xavier Rodriguez is in. Let's see if he stays in the backfield, and he does so.
Yeah.
So Rodriguez will stay in the backfield to the left side and behind Fierro. Now we'll step up to within a yard of Fierro. In the shotgun, man in motion to the near side, Thornton. Fake the handoff, back to pass Fierro. Going to throw it to the near side to Thornton, going to bounce in and out of his hands. That was not just a little bit going forward. It was almost back, but it was a forward pass. Incomplete, 3rd down and 5.
That was a tough pass there. Tough pass. But look at the blocker he had in front of him. Big old 6-0. He completes that, he might be gone.
I'm kind of curious, looking at him playing at his size, if there are colleges looking for him. I would think he would be.
So. Yeah.
3rd down and 5 from the 24 of the Tigers for the Bishops Knights. And the home crowd starting to get into the ballgame now. Fierro in an empty backfield. Looks over to the sidelines as he gets out of his step position. And now we'll move Rodriguez into the backfield along with him. And we'll move Thornton to the left side along with Ian Brown. And now timeout's going to be called by Bishops with 5:47 to go in the first half of play. It's the Tigers 7 and Bishops 7.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230. KXOL Centro.
Updated score for you. Calexico Academy leading Vincent Memorial 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. That game being played up here in Escondido tonight.
Calexico Academy. I remember when David was in California. We played there.
USC leads Colorado 2-0 in the first quarter. A safety. And now Colorado's got a field goal, so it's 3-2 Buffaloes late in the first quarter. We thank Leota for chipping in with that one. Thank you, Lee. Diego set to go. Back to pass. Sets up. Has time. Throws on the far side. And it looked like Mason may have gotten the shirt tail with Rodriguez.
I think they call that catchable.
I don't see a flag, so I don't think that there was no flag that was thrown on that. Maybe it wasn't uncatchable.
Yeah, because that ref, he said no catch, and he took off after the ball.
The second incompletion in a row for Fierro. Too far out to try a field goal from there. That would be about a 42-yarder, 41 or 42 yards. So they're going to go for it on a 4th down and 5 from the Tigers' 24-yard line. Big play right here for the Tiger defense.
One stop. One more stop.
Aiden Shields along the line, along with Jose Apodaca, Max Alvarez. Zach Ray out there. Angel Barone in the backfield. Philadelphia Campos. Devin Meza. Tigers going to come up onto the line of scrimmage. TJ Tiernan in the backfield for the Tigers. Fierro going to roll out to the near side. Heavy rush. Going to throw it and in and out of the hands of the independent receiver, Jaden Moore, at the line of scrimmage. It wouldn't have been enough for a first down anyway, and the Tiger defense holds and will take over possession.
Great rush by Zach Ray and Ethan Reeves. They gave him no time. He had to get rid of that before he wanted to.
So the Tigers take over possession 1st and 10, and they're on their own 24-yard line.
I think he was
heavy rush.
Supposed to roll. I think
heavy rush.
I don't know if he was supposed to roll or not, but he had to with those two big monsters coming at him.
Right, he had nothing he could do with it. So the Tigers take over possession. Gavin Robles at quarterback. We'll have Rashard Robinson in the backfield with him. Perez will come to the near side, and Nixon decides from the right to the left. Now he goes back to the right, and Devin Mason will be into the slot on the right side. Gio Robles on the far side. Make the handoff. Go to the near side. That's a scary pass to throw. As Thornton came up close, it goes incomplete to Jared Nixon, and it will be a 2nd down and 10.
Oh, I thought 5 Colin Fagan was there to take that one. I thought it was going to be a pick 6.
So Gavin now is 4 for 6, 32 yards passing for the Tigers tonight.
That was ugly from the beginning. All that moving around, it's just like they're lost.
Almost drew the nose guard offside, though, too. He didn't quite go over the line, but he did jump. Robles taking his time. Hands it off to Robinson on the left side. Turns the corner to the 30-yard line to the 32, 33. Make it to the 35 in the first down. Got the extra effort by Richard. And a first down for the Tigers.
It almost looked like a face mask from here.
11-yard gain. And that will give him 17 on 4 carries. That's the first time we've seen in several games that he ran without any kind of limping or anything. Right. So he stays in the lineup in the backfield along with Gavin Robles at quarterback in the shotgun. The Tigers will send 3 wide receivers again to the near side of the field. His brother, freshman Gio, at 6'5", 3 touchdown catches last week, is to the right side. Take the handoff, rolling out to his right is Gavin. He's going to run it. He's out to the 40-yard line, makes a good cut to the outside, and then slides to the 42. It'll be a gain of 7 yards. The 2nd down and 3 coming up. Good job.
Good read on it. I'm glad he tucked that in and took off. He had 2 open receivers, but I'm glad he did that.
7 yards on a carry by Gavin, and he has 33 yards on 2 carries tonight.
So Gio goes out.
And Ollie comes in. Ollie Perez comes in. He'll go to the near side, the short side of the field. Now goes in motion to the left. Back to pass, Gavin Robles. Looks downfield. Now he's going to pass it. He's got Jared Nixon, and he's going to get ran into, and no penalty flag. Oh, my word.
What is going on?
Yes. Thornton was back on defense and never looked for the ball, and you can hear the boos on the far side of the Imperial side. Jared Nixon tried to run to get to the ball, and he couldn't run through the defender. So no call on that. It'll be a 3rd down and 3 from the 42.
Quick update here. Calexico Academy over Vincent, 14-0 in the second.
3rd down and 3, a long 3, almost 4 yards for a first down for the Tigers from the 40. Pulling at 41-yard line. I'm showing it, yeah. From the 41, 3rd down and about 4. Back to pass Robles. Pump fakes, looks over to his left. Now rolls out to his right. Going to look downfield and throw it for Jared Nixon, incomplete, down into the ground, and late hit. Penalty flag is good to a late hit, out of bounds on Robles, and if so, that should give the Tigers first down. Let's see what the call is from the head referee. And it will be a personal foul against the defense. It'll be a first down for the Tigers on the late hit.
Yeah, I don't know why the coach is complaining that. He took 3-4 steps and then hit him after he got rid of the ball.
That'll put the ball on the Bishop side of the football field at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers.
Good.
That's the first penalty against Bishop in the game.
Wow. 4 minutes left in this.
Yeah, Tigers have 1 penalty and they've got 1. That's it. So 1st and 10 Tigers from the Bishops 44. Gavin Robles in quarterback, still with the shotgun, has Rashard Robinson to his left. The snap, hands it off to Rashard. Rashard makes a couple of moves and dives to near the 40-yard line. They'll put him down at the 41, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Tayshawn Taylor brought him down. Going both ways for the Knights.
So 2nd down and 7 from the 41 of the Bishops Knights. 3:47 to go in the first half. It's 7-7 ball game here in La Jolla, the quarterfinal round of Division III San Diego section CIF football.
I like the way he fights for the 1 extra yard. He jumps forward, deep forward.
Robles. Handed off this time, nowhere to go. Bishops is just waiting for it, and he'll be stopped. No gain. 3rd down and 7 at the 41.
See who hit him. I got to give him a shot out there. 25. Number 25 for the Knights, Casey Ryan.
Casey Ryan, yeah, stepped up and
took him.
Kind of waiting for that one.
I think. He did. Like he knew what was coming.
Right. So the Tigers with a 3rd down and 7 from the Bishops 41. Gio Robles will come back into the lineup, and he'll go into the slot on the left side along with Zach Ray. Robles looks over to his left, into his right, waiting for the snap, gets it, goes back to pass. Has Jared Dixon going to complete it, and he'll get out of bounds immediately around the 35-yard line. They're going to put it just inside the 35. It's going to be close to a first down. Looks like the Tigers may be a little bit short on that.
Just short. Now he's calling it 4th down over there on the far side.
We'll give him a gain of 6, a 4th down and 1, and they have placed the ball down just inside the 35-yard line. So put it at the 34.
2:43 go in the first half.
Tigers are going to go for it on a 4th and less than 1 from the Bishops' 34-yard line. Big play for the offense for the Tigers in this ball game, and timeout will be played. 2:43 to go in this first half of play, and it's the Tigers 7 and the Knights 7.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has supported all sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping our kids busy with school activities. Members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, call Betty or Larry Zinn at 760-355-1312. That's 760-355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma Floor Covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I mean blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tiles, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's Floor Covering today, 220 North State Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering.
B.J. Jenner back in the lineup, under center for the Tigers. Hand off to the right side. Rashard Robinson will get the first down. He'll fight his way to the 33 and a first down for the Tigers. Well, let's see now. It looked like it is on the near side, but you look at the referee on the far side, and he's pulled him back a whole yard.
No, it is
first down.
2 yards.
But you look at the referee on the other side, and he was a lot closer to the line. It's a 2-yard gain and first down for the Tigers.
Yeah, he was yards short over there.
About a yard gain. So it was just enough to get it at the 33-yard line. But nevertheless, a first down by Rashard Robinson and this Tiger team. 1st and 10 now from the 33 of the Bishops. Robles hands off to Robinson again, who gets hit from behind, will twist his way to the 32 and a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9.
I like that number 7 at linebacker. Number 7 for the Knights. Just a solid. Yeah.
Chase Jordan, 6'1" and 210, has good movement.
Oh, yeah. He looks like a ball player.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 7-7 ball game. Gavin Robles stays in a quarterback and will bring his younger brother Gio closer to the inside on the right. Now he moves back about 5 yards away from the football on the right side. Gavin back to pass. That's up. Looks over the middle. As soon as he throws it, he gets hit from behind, and the ball will go incomplete. It'll be a 3rd down and 9, stopping the clock with 1:35 to go in a half.
Yeah, Tayshawn Taylor came from the left side, his blind side. As soon as he was getting rid of the ball, he hit him, pulled it down, and to the left.
So 3rd and 9, Tigers from the Bishops' 32-yard line.
I think I would like them to shorten up the passes. They're trying to. Everybody's going out too deep.
Yeah, it's taking a little bit too long for the quarterback. Yeah. Robinson will stay into the right side of Robles, stays in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers going way deep out to the left side.
Way out there.
Robles, back to pass. That's up. Going to throw to the near side, and he gets it to his brother, completes the pass, but we're driven out of bounds immediately around the 31-yard line. It'll be only a gain of a yard, and the Tigers with a 4th down and 8. They're going to send Ethan Gonzalez in to try for a long field goal.
You see it? I don't see the kicking thing.
Yeah, he's in.
No.
Oh, he's going to punt. Okay, he's going to be in a punt. If he tried for a field goal, that would be about 48 yards. He could make it, but he's going to punt it, try to get them back into their goal line. Little pooch kick. He's going to punt it. It's going to bounce at the 5. Ooh. Bounces away from the Tiger, goes back and gets it at the 1-yard line. That's a beautiful punt. Who got that down back there?
3. Devin Mesa.
Is it?
Yeah.
That looked like Victor Valenzuela. Look on number 10.
I thought it was 3. I still watching.
On the side.
Yeah, let me see when he turns.
We have like a double digit.
It was.
Yeah, number 10.
Victor Valenzuela again.
Great job of being down there to stop it right at the 1. And a wonderful pooch kick by Ethan Gonzalez.
Beautiful roll on him.
Wow.
He goes in. He went into the end zone, came back, put his heels right on the goal line.
Minute 21 to go in the half, and again, Bishops finds themselves 1st and goal at their own 1.
They're doing it again. The 3 running backs in the backfield with number 60 leading. He's passing.
Back to pass Fierro, going to look long, going to throw it deep for Thornton, who makes the catch at the 38-yard line, and will go down around the 40, and it's a 1st and 10 and breathing room for the Knights. 39-yarder. What a great passing.
Beautiful. He had too much time. Poor ref, he just fell in. It was his ankle there.
And the referees will call timeout on this. As, the back judge fell down and is limping.
Yeah.
P.J. Tiernan walks over to him to check on him, and they're going to call timeout. It'll be a referee's timeout with 1 minute to go in the first half. The Tigers 7 and the Knights 7.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café, El Centro, or call 760-352-9655.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230. KXO Centro.
First and 10 Knights. Breathing room at their own 40-yard line.
Too much time. We gave too much time.
Here, a quarterback back to pass. That's up in the pocket. Get behind and be knocked down. Ethan Reeves gets away from Reeves, though, but Pablo Moreno's right there to get him down, and it's going to be a sack way back at the 32-yard line, a loss of 8 yards on the play.
Looks like we might have a timeout.
And a timeout will be called, or...
Yeah, by the Knights.
Okay, by the Knights. 44 seconds left in the first half. 7-7, tied score.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here at Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Bo and his team of employees at Dan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Dan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Dan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Piero back to pass, going to throw a long one downfield and bounces off the hands of the intended receiver Thornton, but broken up back there. Was it Devin Mesa back?
Yes, it was.
Devin breaks that up at the 30-yard line of the Tigers, stopping the clock with 37 seconds remaining in the first half, and a 3rd and 18 from the 32 coming up for the Knights.
That won't come up short. If he leaves him with that, he might be gone. He got just one step on Devin.
That was a long pass. When you think about it, he's throwing it from his own 25-yard line and was thrown to the Tigers' 30 and across field. Yeah. So Fierro will bring Taylor in the backfield with him. And back to pass, rolling out to his right. They're going to hand it the other way to Taylor. Taylor will get the ball to the 30-yard line, breaks the tackle to the 35 along the near sideline to the 50, goes out of bounds to the Tiger 47. That'll be a first down for the Knights. Good job of a play-action fake.
DJ finally pushed him out of bounds. That's a good misdirection there. Everybody started rolling to the right and handed to the running back and cut it the opposite direction.
21-yard gain by Tayshawn Taylor, who has the lone touchdown for the Knights in this half.
And he did a good job to get away from the two Tiger defenders.
You could just see a white flow going to the left side, and he came back to the right, and there was room to run.
We could see it, but they can't see it.
Exactly. Fierro at quarterback goes back to pass. That's up in the pocket. Throws to the near side. Got to complete it. Going out of bounds is the intended receiver, Jaden Moore, and he'll get it and go out of bounds at the 37-yard line. And it's be about a 9-yard gain. They'll put it at the 38, 9-yard gain. And a second down and 1 with 24 seconds remaining in the half.
I bet they're playing to set up a field goal for this kid with the big foot. They don't have a thunderfoot, though.
No thunderfoot. Here we'll keep Taylor in the backfield with him. 2 wide receivers each side of the field. And back to pass. That's up. But there's the near sideline. Going to complete it to Thornton. It goes out of bounds to the 35-yard line. Good enough for a first down on the gain of 3. Stopping the clock with 21 seconds to go.
Straight out to the flat. That's all they're working for.
He knew exactly what he needed to get for the first down and got it.
Yeah, he's almost throwing the ball before they even break that way.
Right. Good passing attack.
Yeah, it's all the timing.
Yep.
Timing patterns. And those are hard to defend.
5 catches on the night for Thornton. For, 65, 104, now 107 alone for Thornton in the first half. And that long 39-yarder when they had the first and 10 at their own 1 moments ago. Back to pass Fierro. Sets up in the pocket to the near side. Going to complete it to Moore. He gets right out of bounds immediately at the 22-yard line. Make it the 23, a gain of 12. Another first and 10 for Bishops with 16 seconds remaining. Ooh. They're moving the ball right down the field with precision, aren't they? 12-yard gain on that one to Moore.
Just a few ticks off the clock in every play. That's all they're doing.
That's his 4th catch of the game. 12, 24, 33 yards. First and 10 Knights at the Tiger 23 with 16 seconds remaining in the first half in a 7-7 ball game.
We can't let him get behind us, though. Let him keep doing this.
Giving him way too many touchdowns, though, in the last 30 seconds of the half, you know?
Yeah.
Saw that with the Brawley game.
I hate prevent defense.
Gotta try to stop something right now. But Fierro, precision passing, goes back to pass. Little fade pattern to the end zone, incomplete. Thornton was the intended receiver. No, it was Jaden Moore, but he just couldn't find the ball quick enough.
Yeah, he threw to the outside corner. Even that defender was looking to the right, over the right shoulder, and he threw out to the left. Great rush by the Tigers, though. They brought everybody.
They put a lot of pressure on him.
I think they rushed 7.
Second and 10 from the 23 for Bishop, stopping the clock with 12.5 seconds to go in this first half. It's 7-7 here in La Jolla in the quarterfinal round of Division III CIF football. We'll recap the scoring and get the stats for you offensively and defensively for you at the half, so stay with us. Fierro goes back to pass. That's up in the pocket. Looks downfield.
Too much time.
Throws out to his left. Now going to throw it away. Just throws it away. Stops the clock with 6 seconds to go.
Smart right there.
So it'll be a third down and 10 from the 23. Again, heavy pressure by the Tiger defense.
Yeah, he had to roll off to his left. And his legs move quick. You see how chattering.
They're going touchdown. 6 seconds.
Have to
for a pass, they're going to have to get rid of it really fast and not try a field goal. If they try to field goal from here, it's a 40-yarder. So they're going to go for it. With 6 seconds to go in the first half, a third down and 10 from the Tiger 23. And it's going to be a design run, and the Tigers are going to stop him. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage. That will stop the clock with 1.6 seconds to go. And they will try a field goal, I would think, here at that point. And their field goal kicker, Will Klusky, is coming in. What a good job of staying put by the Tigers.
Yes, Aiden Shields did a great job staying home. Let him come to him.
So fourth down and 10 from the 23 and timeout of the field. 1.6 seconds left of the first half. Tigers 7, Knights 7.
El Zarape restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Klusky in for a 40-yard field goal attempt. Aiden Scobler on the hole. Good one. Ball is down.
Short.
Kick is up. It's going to be a little short. It was straight enough, but it was short. No good. And halftime score, Imperial 7, Bishop 7. And we'll be back to recap the scoring of the first half and the stats, all coming up in just a moment.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
IVC is celebrating 60 years of providing quality education to the Imperial Valley. It is now recognized as a top 10 community college in the nation. Through IVC's culture of care, strong K-12 partnerships, transfer degree pathways, embedded tutoring program, flexible scheduling process, and many more services to support student success and completion, IVC is here to support you. IVC has what any student from any background needs to successfully complete their education at IVC and continue. Begin applying at imperial.edu/admission.
Start that day off right with your favorite drink from Brickhouse Coffee, next door to Brickhouse Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brickhouse Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best tea in the valley with different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brickhouse Deli with big, full, fresh flavor. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has supported all sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping our kids busy with school activities. Members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, call Betty or Larry Zinn at 760-355-1312. That's 760-355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Halftime score, Imperial 7, Bishop 7, in the quarterfinal round, Division III CIF football. Game played here in La Jolla, and Mickey Dale along with George Grijalva. And here's how the stats look for Bishops in the first half. Will Fierro thrown 18 times in the first half and has completed 11 of them for 140 yards. There were 6 caught and 95 yards by Ray Thornton. There was 4 catches for 33 yards by Jaden Moore, and then 1 catch of 12 yards by Colin Fagan. In the rushing department, there'd be Tayshawn Taylor has their 1 touchdown, 65 yards on 6 carries. Fierro has 3 carries, or make it 4 carries. Got to get that one there. 4 carries for 3 yards. And then their lineman who came in to give them some breathing room when they were tied back from the goal line, Tyler Boynton, 1 carry for 4 yards. So they had a total of, 68, 72, like 72 yards rushing and 140 passing. So over 200 yards of offense in the first half for the Knights. For the Tigers, Gavin Robles has completed 6 passes in 10 attempts for 39 yards. 2 of those catches by Jared Nixon for 13 yards. Good to get him back into the offense.
Yeah.
And then 2 catches for Zach Ray for 16 yards. 1 catch for 1 yard to Gio Robles, and then 1 catch for 9 yards for Devin Meza. And then rushing for the Tigers, though, has been pretty impressive. You have C.J. Tiernan scored the 1 touchdown, 44 yards rushing. Gavin Robles, 2 carries for 33 yards. Tess Shaw, 3 carries for 27 yards. And then Rayshard Robinson, 8 carries for 22 yards. And then 1 carry for 3 for Meza. So when you look at that, the Tigers, let's see, 52, 96, 129 yards in the first half, rushing for the Tigers. Oh, yeah, so good rushing half for the Tigers. Here's how the scoring went. With 2:44 left in the make a check on that. The Knights would score first with the 6:10 mark of the first quarter on a 7-yard touchdown run by Tayshawn Taylor on a 6-play, 44-yard drive using 3 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock. Kleski caught the extra point. It was 7-0 in favor of Bishops. But the Tigers would come back less than 4 minutes later on a 6-play, 68-yard drive using 3 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock and a 44-yard touchdown run by C.J. Tiernan. A great job of an option. The extra point by Ethan Gonzalez was good. That gives us the 7-7 halftime score.
And their score came after that fumble that we...
Right. Their score came after a turnover by the Tigers. And the Tigers' scoring drive, though, was one in which went 68 yards and 44 of them on the touchdown.
Oh, I love it. I love it. We're putting on a good show. That's what I was hoping for. A good show here. Especially when you were telling me about their game against University City, I said, oh, no.
Yeah,
we might be in trouble.
Yeah, because they played and beat Brawley pretty soundly in Brawley. And then to think that this Bishops team lost to University City, the top-ranked team in Division III, by just a field goal this season, yeah, it would give you a lot of questions of how this game would go. But the Tigers have held into there. It's a 7-7 halftime score. We have one updated score for you. Classical Academy now 17, Vincent Memorial 0. That's a halftime score over in Escondido. Now, the game tonight between the Tigers and the Bishops Knights, the winner of this game will be playing the winner of the University. Let's see, got it down here. The University playing, is it Rancho Buena Vista? That's right, University City tonight. So the winner of tonight's game will go against the winner of that ball game. And then the other bracket has number 3 Del Norte hosting number 6 San Pascual, and then number 2 Point Loma hosting number 10 Morse. So that's the top 4 seeds, though, all are at home tonight. And right now, Bishops has their hands full with this Tiger team. Go ahead.
And Central, I was going to ask you about Central, where they sit right now and who they're going to play.
Central won last night against Brawley, and they will now host the winner of the San Marcos Ramona game that is being played tonight. That's being played in Ramona.
Okay.
So the winner of that game will play Central at Central next Friday night. We'll have that game live for you on KXO Radio. So make sure to tune into that. So Central just stand by after their victory last night over Brawley, and they will stand by to see who they will play next week, either Ramona or San Marcos, and that'll be played at Cal Jones Field. We'll be back more halftime with the score. Imperial 7, Bishop 7 in just a moment.
Bo and his team of employees at Dan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Dan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Dan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma Floor Covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I need blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tiles, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's Floor Covering today, 220 North State Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering.
Halftime score here in La Jolla at La Jolla High School. It's the Bishop's School of La Jolla 7, the Imperial Tigers 7. Kerry Murphy checking in saying that he's listening from Des Moines, Iowa. 24 degrees. You think it's cold
Keep
here.
It that way.
24 degrees. Wow.
I just put my jacket on finally.
I was telling you on our way up here that, and we need to point out that South Dakota State has a ball player that has some Imperial to him. Let's put it that way. As Kerry has a foster son that is playing for South Dakota State, he came and started living with Kerry and his wife at the age of 8. And he redshirted his freshman year after playing up here at Madison, who's always one of the top teams in San Diego County. And the year, in fact, that Madison won the state championship, his foster son was on the team. And so we want to give a big shout out to him as he went through and played his final game at South Dakota State. I think it was back last week. And he got a full ride scholarship at South Dakota State. And I'm trying to see, it's Isaiah McDaniels is his team. He and his older brother came to live with Kerry and his wife when he was 8 years old. He graduated from Madison in 2017, was on that Madison Warhawk team when they won the state championship in Division I, and is playing now at University of South Dakota.
South Dakota.
So, yeah, so fantastic. I like hearing stories like that, and thank you for letting us know about that, Kerry. Kerry, of course, was... and I think I might have said South Dakota State already. It's actually University of South Dakota. But, yeah, Kerry is from the class of 1975, I believe it was. Wasn't he in the class with Kyla in 75?
Well, I thought he was with Trish in 74.
Was it? Okay, maybe.
Oh, he was there. I thought he was there for the reunion for 74.
Okay. So, Kerry, you need to let us know. Was it 74 or 75?
Oh, 75.
It was 75.
Yeah,
right.
there he was 74.
Right, I thought it was, but I wasn't sure of that. But, yeah, so anyway, it's great to hear Isaiah doing such a great job at the University of South Dakota. And again, Kerry, thank you for letting us know about that. So we can let people know that. And for listening in Des Moines, where you're staying nice and warm inside, where it's 24 outside. Brr. The Tigers and the Bishops Knights are tied 7-7 here at halftime. We'll have our second half coming up in just a little bit.
Wake up with Broken Oak Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, eggs benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Oak Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Oak Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Oak Café El Centro or call 760-352-9655.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. PO box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Halftime score here in La Jolla. Imperial 7, the Bishop's School 7. And Roy Platt checking in with us, class 1987, where his Melissa Cardinals team is leading Hallsville of Texas 54-20. Woo! This team is good.
Ooh, they're putting up some points.
They're putting some serious points throughout this year. And thanks again for listening in, Roy. Did it earlier tonight. It was 42, probably a little colder than that even in Texas right now. So thanks for listening in and putting up with the weather there. Haven't heard from Lois and Edward, but they were going to be up in the mountains.
Well, it's freezing cold there.
Yes,
we were setting up the trailer last night.
Okay.
It was 39 degrees. Got down to 29 in the middle of the night. Got up this morning. I was freezing. I had a space heater, but I went into the front room and said, "Why is it so cold in here?" She put the rugs and covered every one of those heating vents.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we had one under the couch, and that was it. That's why we were
why you were freezing. And you're talking about the KQ Ranch just south of Julian, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful up here, but right now very, very cold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it. I told her you got to sleep right next to me. I don't care what it is.
I just love putting blankets on and staying warm when it's cold outside. I really like that. The Knights have come back out onto the field to get ready and try to warm themselves up, and you can even see their players having to jump around a little bit to warm up. It's a bit chilly here right now in La Jolla, where the temperature, we'll just check temperature right now. It's cold. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold. It's cold.
For these stats of rats, it's cold.
The phone doesn't even want to work enough to show me what the temperature is. They'll try to get that for you in a second.
So we're 17-0 is the last score we got. Classical Academy
leading at the half against Vincent. Yeah. It's 17-0 there.
So it's Blythe. We don't get any updates from Blythe.
Here in La Jolla, 58 degrees right now in La Jolla. And no wind at all. The flag is just completely limp over to the left of us. But the Knights in their all-black uniforms and their gold chrome helmets out getting warmed up. Their kicker getting warmed up for the second half. And just him and a couple of others that are out. Everybody else still in the locker room right now, anticipating what this second half will bring.
And this is what they did before the game, too. These guys came out just doing these little drills.
Yep, just to get warmed up a little bit. Aiden Skobler is the holder, and their kicker on the punts and the kickoffs, Will Kluski. And now the Knights, the rest of their ball club comes out and is in the end zone to our left. And the Tigers Tigers getting ready to come out right now. They're outside and they're getting ready to come into the stadium. Yeah, both teams go in and out of the stadium but through the same gate. So the coaches are good at waiting till one team goes through before the second. And now the Tigers on the far side in their all-white uniforms, red helmets, red trim, come out. And a good crowd of people from the Imperial Valley on Veterans Day coming up to see that. And probably can hear the cheerleaders in the background for the Tigers. And they played a great first half against a number 4 seeded team in Division III. They came into this game with an 8-2 record. Tigers with an 8-3 mark. And Imperial has played a very good first half.
Pleasant surprise, I'm telling you. I'm so glad we're playing as well as we are. Yeah, you had me scared after that University score.
I tell you, when you look at them against University City, ended up 49-46, and University City's just been bumping everybody this year. And you think, wow. And then you look at video and you see the speed. And I mean, we've seen Thornton, how quick he is and how sure-handed he is on that long pass just before this first half, that they've got a lot of weapons on this Bishop's team, but the Tigers' defense is held tight.
Yeah, he's a ball player. He looks like he's got to be going somewhere.
Yeah, they've got some really good ball players.
They're not real big.
No, they're not. They're really not. In fact, they don't really have too many people over maybe 6'2" at the most. Everybody's 6 foot and below.
We played when Warriors was playing. Who did we play at Mesa College? They were like
St. Augustine. Oh yeah.
Nobody big, but they were all. Oh, they looked like they were all 6'3", 6'4", 6'5".
Right.
But slender, and they They had some big old holes again.
They should not have been in the division that Imperial was in, and they moved Imperial up 2 divisions in 1 year when Royce and Chris and all were seniors, which I thought was unfair. Nobody else was getting moved up 2 divisions, but they did that with them, and then left St. Augustine in that division. 2 years later, St. Augustine was in the open division. They skipped right past 1 and went to the open division. It just, to me, it seemed unfair, and that's how the game came out, really, is that the Imperial just didn't have any near team that St. Augustine had that year, and the Saints came over with a big win.
I remember when we were leaving the stadium, there's a guy up there talking about look at this sophomore out doing this. Royce.
Right.
I said, you put Royce behind your line. What do you think?
Yeah. It would have been,
massive hole.
Yeah, they had some big kids in that team.
He's doing it without the front line that you have. You guys have the college front line.
Right. It's a big difference when you're looking at schools like that in Cathedral City or Cathedral Catholic and some of those schools. It's I'd like to really see, and I've said it before, I'd like to see private schools get into one division.
I've always said that it's not fair for us to play somebody that recruits.
Well, you have Imperial that can only play players from Imperial.
That's it.
But then when you've got a private school can get kids from anywhere in San Diego County, it's somewhat unfair, I believe, to do that. But it's never happened. I don't know that it ever will happen. Maybe not in my lifetime. Maybe at some point. Who knows? But and you see it more now in up in the southern section. They have the Trinity League, which is all Mater Dei and St. John Bosco. Right, in that. But then once they get into the playoffs, then all of a sudden they're left in with others, and it's just really difficult for a public school to compete with a private school like that. Tigers will be kicking off here in the second half. Ethan Gonzalez to do the honors, and deep to receive for the Knights on the near side, Xavier Rodriguez, and on the other side will be Reynald Thornton. Ethan, you can see the soccer in him as he was bouncing the ball, kicking it around like a soccer ball. It was a football.
Everybody's watching now. And their kicker was doing the same thing.
We should have asked when we talked to Ethan a couple of weeks ago if there were any colleges looking at him. I mean, he's got a 50-yard punting average, which is second best in the whole country. And then when you look at his kickoffs, coming into this kickoff right now, he's got 26 touchbacks this season. So he's got a leg that can kick kickoffs a long ways, too. But as far as I know, there are no schools that are recruiting him.
I asked my grandson, Stephen, we were talking about that, and he said no offers yet. But he did say if it came to choosing between the soccer and the football, he's going as a kicker.
As a kicker, not soccer?
Not soccer.
Oh, wow. Well, I would think that some colleges would look at him because he can kick. There's no question. So he'll line up to kick it deep to Thornton or to Rodriguez or to the end zone. Here it goes. Kickoff of the second half. It's going to be a line drive where it's going to go straight into the end zone and touchback number 27 for Ethan Gonzalez. Bishop's on offense. Wolfier at quarterback. Jaden Moore and Tayshawn Taylor will alternate going back into the backfield or along the wide receivers, along with Reynald Thornton, Colin Fagan, and Chase Jordan as a tight end. And then on the line, Colin Merriam, Lucas Manasian, Jack Ryan, Cole Hager. The Tiger defense will get them in a moment as Bishops is all ready to go. 1st and 10 to throw on 20-yard line. Hero at quarterback in the shotgun, and he'll have Taylor in the backfield with him on his left side. And Fiore's going to carry it himself. Going to get some good yardage. He'll get across the 30-yard line to the 34. It'll be a 14-yard gain and a first down for the Bishops Knights.
I know it was Zach. I don't remember who was the other one. Oh, Pablo Moreno. Zach and Pablo Moreno.
Big hole on that left side, though. Wow, it's huge.
They have spotted something there.
17 yards on 5 carries for Fierro tonight. He'll put Taylor to his right side on this play. From the left hash mark, back to pass. Going to throw it, going to complete it to Thornton on the far side. Thornton will break a tackle at the 33-yard line. Will cross the 35 out to the 39. Make it the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, second down and 4.
Look at that. Big Aiden Shields was all the way out there to make the tackle along with Zach Ray.
146 yards of passing unofficial for Fierro tonight on that one to Thornton, which is his 7th catch of the night. And that puts him over 100 yards of catches on the evening. Hand off to Taylor on the left side. Turns, goes back to the right, and here he's on the move. He's out to the 30. He's to the 25. To the 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And there's the speed that we told you about. Penalty flag is down at the line of scrimmage, or a little bit past the line of scrimmage. Could see a hold on Bishops, and it will be a hold, and it'll bring it back. What a great run by Taylor, though, changing going from the left to the right.
Right, left.
The penalty will bring that one back, and they will mark the 10 yards off from the point of the infraction, which is way back around the Bishops' 43-yard line.
I even thought Devin got hit in the back over here when he was trying to reach for the runner. Looked like he got pushed from behind, flipped him forward.
We could see what kind of speed Taylor had. Once he broke open, he was gone. And earlier in the game, he came off the field limping, but we don't see that limp now. He's set to go. The 10-yard penalty is going to bring it back to the 33-yard line. It's only the second penalty against Bishops, not only the third in the game. Second down and about 11 from the 33. Fierro handed off to the near side. It's going to be to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is going to be hit at the 35. Still driving to the 40-yard line. Going to be brought down there after a 7-yard gain and a third down and about 4 to go.
Good job by Ethan. He stayed home and he fought his blocker. As soon as the guy ran to the inside, he pushed his blocker away, held on to him until J.J. Jimenez was able to help him bring him down.
7-yard gain to make a third down and 4 from the 40-yard line.
Nobody back there with him.
Fierro in an empty backfield. Sets and then pulls up, looks over the sidelines, go back to set again. That was the first carry by Rodriguez of 7 yards. Back to pass Fierro. Nope, going to carry it. Hit hard at the line of scrimmage. Who put the hit on there?
Zach Ray.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I got excited on that one.
Oh, man. Stopped him on a loss of 3 back at the 37. And with a fourth down now and 7 from the 37, the Knights will have to punt.
Beautiful read by Zach and heck of a hit on him.
We brought up the term form tackle several times.
That was it right there. That was it. That's the epitome right there.
So Kleski will come in to punt. Seth Shaw will be back to receive. He's just inside his own 30-yard line.
Ooh,
low snap, but Kleski will get partially blocked. Tigers are going. Picking up a good run. Jimenez stopped and held the ball and looked around and then tucked it and got inside the 45-yard line to the 44. See if they're going to mark it there at the 45. He wasn't sure what to do, but the ball was blocked. And I'm not sure he knew there was blocked. I think he thought it might have been a punt. But the ball was live. You still got to run. Yeah, there's no fair catch. You got to run. But he was uncertain, but he ended up getting out to the 45-yard line, was brought down there. Now they're going to bring it back to the 46 of Bishops. But the Tigers have great field position.
Yeah, that was a slow snap, and then Villacampos came from the right side to put his right hand on that.
Kleski really takes his time, though, before punting, you know? Yeah. He didn't rush at all on that, and it cost him with the block.
After that low snap, he should have hurried it up just a bit. But he took his time on it.
9:25 to go in the third quarter. Tied score, and the Tigers have the ball. Good field position at the Bishops' 46-yard line.
Ooh, after bringing that touchdown back because of a penalty.
Now the Tigers have the ball. Gavin Robles at quarterback. Rashard Robinson to his right side. 3 wide receivers to the left. Gio Robles, Devin Mesa, and looks like Ali Perez. And Jared Nixon wide right. Now Robinson moved to the left side of Robles, the backfield. He gets the snap. And he's off to Robinson. He's open. He's to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 12 before being brought down. A long gainer by Rashard Robinson, or first down for the Tigers.
He just, is he limping or just excited? He's excited. He was skipping. I thought he was limping.
Put the ball to 11, a 35-yard gain by Rashard Robinson, and the Tigers are first and 10 at the 11.
Just running off the field. Now you can see that little limp.
Seth Shaw back in the backfield for the Tigers now, along with Gavin Robles. Moves over to the left side of Robles. It's the snap. And out to Shaw on the right side. He'll bounce to the outside. We'll turn upfield at the 10. We'll get to the 8, and a penalty flag goes down. Possible face mask.
Number 7, face
against Bishops. He'll get down to about the 8 or 9 yard line. They haven't put the ball down yet, and it's going to be a personal foul face mask against Bishops. And the ball was at the 8, so gain of 3 on that one. And then the penalty.
Yeah, he bounced it off to the right. He was supposed to go up between guard and tackle, I believe. Bounce it off to the right.
Penalty will make it a 1st and goal at the 4-yard line for the Tigers. 30 yards on 4 carries for Seth. And C.J. Tiernan in a quarterback for Imperial. 2 running backs. Ollie Perez comes into the backfield along with Seth Shaw.
Nixon all by himself out there. They don't know what to do out there on the defense.
Tiernan handed off up the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. Seth Shaw will make it in, and the Tigers lead for the first time tonight. It'll be a 4-yard run by Seth Shaw, and that will be his 12th touchdown of the season, and the Tigers lead at 13-7.
Just right off tackle, right? He just followed the tackle in. When the tackle pushed the defender to the outside, he cut it to the inside, untouched, until he was in the end zone.
Gonzalez will be in for the extra point attempt. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. With 8:26 to go in the third quarter of play, it's Imperial 14, Bishops 7.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
El Zarape restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Scoring drive for the Tigers, 3 plays, 46 yards, and capped by the 4-yard touchdown run as 12th of the year by Seth Shaw with the extra point. The Tigers lead the first time tonight by a score of 14-7 with 8:26 to go in the third quarter play. Gonzalez kicking off, going to go deep into the end zone, all the way through the end zone. Wow, he put his leg into that one. Touchback number 28 on the season, and the Bishops will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
That is right on the back line of the end zone.
That touchdown, by the way, also came after that punt that was blocked.
That's right.
Gave the short field for the Tigers.
Now we're even.
The Bishops' 46-yard line. So you're right. The 2 touchdowns each team came. One came after a turnover by the Tigers, is what Bishops scored on, and the Tigers score after the blocked punt. Partially blocked punt. So Bishops with the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 8:26 to go in the third quarter, trailing for the first time tonight, 14-7. Sierra quarterback will have Taylor in the backfield with him. Going to pitch it forward to Thornton around the left side. Thornton will turn up field and then run into some white jerseys, and he's not going to get anything at all, maybe a yard. And it'll be a 2nd down and 9 from the 21. That will be counted as a pass.
Zach Gregg, and great job by the defense. So you see how they just follow the play out? They're fighting their blockers. They wait till they decide which way they're going to run.
So Fierro, get in the backfield, changes up the play on the field, has Taylor behind him in the pistol. High snap, going to throw it to the far side, going to complete the pass, breaking a tackle at the 25-yard line, gets out to the 30, and then gets stacked up by the Tigers, and they'll call the play dead at that point at the 30-yard line. And the pass is going to go to Fagan, it looked like. And that'll be his 2nd catch of the night.
Seth made their first hit on it. It'd be a compliment to help them, and then Pablo Moreno, but Seth trying to strip the ball from.
It'll be a 10-yard gain on that and a 1st down, so 1st and 10 to the 31. Fierro again back to pass. Looks on the far side. Deep, has a receiver incomplete. As soon as the ball got to him, and he's going to be hit. Defenseless receiver after the ball went down. Seth Shaw hit him just after the ball went past. That's going to be a big penalty against the Tigers on the pass that was intended for Thornton.
Yeah, that was too quick. That was bang, bang. That was bang, bang. When they tried to turn his body, hit him with the side.
So it'll be a first down and 10 for Bishops, and this will put the ball out around the 46-yard line after the 15-yard penalty. Hasn't been too many penalties in this game.
No. If you're right.
That's going to be a big one there, though. It's going to put it close to midfield. And the pass was not going to be completed. It was thrown too hard on that.
Yeah, just out of his reach. Yeah. But if he completes that, is that a fair hit then?
Well, yeah, you would think it would be. Yeah, you would think it would be.
So how is he going to know that he catches it or not?
Right. And like you said, it's a bang-bang play. It happened so quickly. So it's a first and 10 Bishops from their own 46-yard line now, and a drive that started at their own 20. We did a couple of passes, and then the 15-yard penalty. They'll send Thornton to the near side, along with Brown and Jaden Moore. And Pierre will have Taylor in the backfield with him.
Oh, they're adjusting the chains over there. They were off by about 2 feet.
So first and 10, Bishops from the 46. Piero going to hand it off to Taylor to the near side. Taylor then goes back to the right side. We'll get across the 50-yard line and get all the way down to the Tiger 45 on a gain of 9. Second down and 1.
Not good there. Not good. That was not working the first half.
He does a good job and finds holes, though. You know, he was coming to the left side, and he saw one little crease and went back to the right, got the 9 yards, and they moved the chains too soon. He's a yard short. Now they're moving it back to where it was going to be. A little premature on the movement there.
No, he is. He waits for the block, and he waits to see what's going to happen with his blockers.
And real quick cuts.
Yeah.
Second down and 1 for the Bishops, School of La Jolla. And they're at their own 45-yard line.
They got the chains back where they're supposed to be.
Piero takes the handoff, goes back to pass, get it completed, gets the first down to Moore, who gets ran out of bounds at the 41, or make it the 39-yard line. It looked like the 40, but they're saying forward progress will get to the 39 to gain a 6 and a first down for the Bishops.
Good job. Biakop was right off his blocker, and then they pushed it off, but like we were short a defender on this side. Oh, Zach is saying I'm being held. I think that's why he was by himself out there.
158 yards passing for Fierro in the game. He's completed all 4 passes in the second half.
Zach is still talking to that ref.
Make it 168 yards in this half. He's completed all 4 of them. Handed off Taylor on the right side. Taylor will begin at the line of scrimmage. Will fall forward for a yard gain. It'll be a 2nd and 9 from the 38.
No way. You're going to get away from Aiden Chills.
I'm sure a lot of whistles, but I see no flags or anything down. Tiger stopped him on a 1-yard gain, but nothing else. But a lot of whistles came out just to stop action. Nope, they're going to be a penalty flag. It's going to be
personal foul.
Ooh. Call that against Bishop. Ooh. Not sure what happened on that. You see the flag now.
Yeah, I see
44. Yeah, I didn't see because it was on the other side of the Bishop's players. And Shane Malton will come out, the head coach of Bishops, and ask, what was going on? The offensive coordinator actually comes out and says, what was it called? And I'm not sure exactly what was called. Yeah.
I wish I knew what happened.
But the penalty came after the play.
Yeah, because Aiden Shields make the tackle.
Oh, it's going to be a 2nd down now and 24, and it'll put it back to the Bishops' 48-yard line. Piero will move Taylor over to his right side, and 2 wide receiver seats out of the field. The Knights all in black with gold chrome helmets, going to keep it himself on the right side. He's at the 50-yard line, then hit and brought down hard at the Tiger 48. He got a little bit of yardage, but then it got stuck at the 48-yard line.
Pablo Reese. Or Moreno. I'm sorry, Pablo Moreno. Open field tackle.
Yeah.
He was all by himself out there, the quarterback. And great job by Pablo to fight off that defender, or the blocker.
Turned out to be just a 5-yard gain, so 3rd down and 19 from the 47. That looked like it might have going to be a big gainer.
That's what I was thinking.
Pablo came up for a big stick.
Big play by Pablo Moreno.
5:35 to go in the 3rd quarter. Imperial 14, Bishop 7. Thornton will go wide to the right side. Brown will go wide to the left. And then Chase Jordan will go into the slot to the left side. It looks like Jaden Moore to the slot right side. Back to pass again. Piero sets up in the pocket. Going to go deep. As a receiver, throws over his head at the 30-yard line, intended for Jaden Moore. And a 4th and 19 coming up, and the Bishops will have to punt it.
Oh, it's 4th down. I was going to shots out there bouncing, jumping around the field. Didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. So 4th down, the Tigers defense holds. Shaw will go back to receive. He'll stand at his 10-yard line, and Kluski will come back in to punt.
Yeah, we go.
And a lot of pressure on the low snap last time. The punt was partially blocked. Let's see if the Tigers pin their ears back again. Good snap this time. Kluski will get the punt off a little quicker this time. It'll bounce to the 25-yard line and then angle out of bounds at around the 22. We'll see where the referees will mark it. No, they're going to say right at the 25-yard line. And the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Don't know why he did that.
With 5 minutes, 5 minutes, there was a net of only 22 yards on it.
Even if he puts into the end zone and gets it at the 20, they gain 5 yards on that. Right. Unless he was trying to hit one of the true receivers.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, Tigers, their own 25-yard line, leading this game 14-7 with 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. The winner will go against the winner of the University City Rancho Buena Vista game tonight. University City, the top-ranked team in Division III. 3 wide receivers will go to the right side. You can hear the partisan Bishops crowd yelling out defense. Rashard Robinson in the backfield now with Gavin Robles will be to his right side. Gavin waits for the snap, gets it, and up the middle to Rashard. He'll get 5 yards out to the 30-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down and 5.
If he breaks that off to the right, I think he's gone. He just let his blocker, Connor Apodaca, right on his hip.
62 yards on 10 carries for Rashard. And of that, 40 in the second half. Stays in the lineup. Again, 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Gavin Robles at quarterback in the shotgun. Slow snap this time. He's going to have to carry it around the right side. He's going to be tackled for a loss on the low snap. It's going to be a loss of 3, maybe 2 yards on the play, and a 3rd down and 7 coming up for Imperial at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, that low snap just blew everything, all the timing. So glad that he didn't get hurt because he had 3 big boys coming at him.
So the Tigers are the 3rd down and 7 from their own 28. Clock now under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Zach Ray back into the lineup. Ollie Perez also comes in. Gio Robles goes out of the lineup.
So we had 12 players on the field at one time.
His brother Gavin at quarterback in the shotgun. It's the snap. Takes the handoff. Goes over the middle. Gets to Zach Ray, who gets hit hard as soon as he catches it. And a penalty flag will go down against Jaden Moore on the same side.
Zach. They just threw a penalty flag on Zach.
All Zach did is he just pointed to the first down when he got up. The hit by the Bishops player caused the penalty after the first down.
Still a first down.
Yeah, but they're going to make the yardage.
So it's offsetting. Won't it be offsetting? They're both 15?
They were both after the... Well, one was on the play and one was after, so... I'm not sure the referees are going to talk this over what to do, but the hit came as soon as Zach caught the ball. He was hit hard and knocked down after a 6-yard gain. And then when Zach popped up, he pointed to the goal line as if the first down. Yeah. And then another penalty flag came up. So I'm not sure if he's going to get called for that or not. And if so, I mean, he's not doing it in front of anybody. There's no taunting there.
No, there was no taunting.
So I don't know what they're calling on that one. Here's the referee's call. There's going to be the personal foul on the hit, and that was the same kind of hit they had called Seth on a little bit ago.
Illegal contact.
And then after the play, it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against Imperial. So they'll leave the ball where it's at on the first down for the Tigers after a gain of 6.
So let me ask you, there we go right now. It's a bang-bang play again. This time he catches it.
Right.
And then he gets hit right away.
But it's a good hit.
It's a good hit?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a good hit.
Put the ball at the 31-yard line.
I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, the 36-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 12 and a first down for the Tigers.
I can't believe he was able to push Zach back that hard.
Wow, I know it. That's the truth. When you think of it that way, that's the truth. That's going to be an 8-yard gain on that, and a first down for the Tigers. Yeah, Zach is a load to bring down. And for them to knock him down that hard, wow, that was a hit. Caden Moore, we mentioned before the game, I kept telling you, I was looking at that, that's a football player there. And he's playing linebacker as well as receiver. First and 10, Tigers from the 36. And up Robinson up the middle. Just took too long to get that one to go, and there'll be no gain on the play. It'll be a second down and 10.
I'm glad he held on to that.
Yeah, that was a dangerous one.
That didn't look good there.
Clock down to 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 14-7, Tiger lead. Richard stays in the lineup to the right side of Robles at quarterback. Robles gets the snap, hands it off. Robinson up the middle, breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, will twist his way out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 5, but a 3rd and 5 coming up for Imperial.
Almost broke that. 59. I'm sorry, I was on the wrong team.
67 yards rushing for Richard Robinson tonight on 12 carries. 3rd and 5 Imperial from their own 41-yard line with 2:28 to go in the third quarter. Again, defense being yelled out by the Bishop's crowd on the near side. Jared Nixon into the lineup. The Tigers have 3 wide receivers to the right side. Zach Ray will go tight left. Gavin Robles at quarterback from the shotgun. We'll get the snap. Hands it off to Robinson. They're waiting for him. And man, again, it's Patterson who slams him down.
Okay, so that one's not celebrating? And they call Zach for pointing for a first down?
Wow.
Come on.
It's just that, when you see inconsistencies like that, it's going to be a loss back to the 38-yard line, a loss of 3, and the Tigers will have to punt on a 4th down and 8.
He even ran over Rashad after celebrating. That's all he was doing because he was happy. But all Zach did was point, first down.
So Ethan Gonzalez will come in to punt for the Tigers, deep to receive Reynold Thornton. He'll be standing back inside his own 30-yard line. If he can really boom one now, and it is.
There it goes.
Going to go all the way back to the 16-yard line and fumbles it. Thornton jumps on it at the 10-yard line. Wow, that was dangerous. That was a dangerous one by Thornton.
Victor Valenzuela was there.
But he was able to recover it at his own 10-yard line, and that's where the Bishop School will have the ball 1st and 10. They're at their own 10-yard line.
I like it.
With 1:14 to go in the third quarter, and the Knights trailing the Tigers 14-7.
He came out limping again.
Was it Taylor? Thornton, but it was Taylor earlier that was limping. Now it's Thornton, who's their wideout.
Ray Thornton. That's who's.
Yeah, but it was earlier was Taylor the running back. Right. Ian Brown comes into the lineup late for Bishops, and they'll have a stacked backfield along with Fierro in the backfield. They'll have Taylor, and now Moore will go in the backfield as well. Taylor from the shotgun. Hand it off to, Fierro will hand it to Taylor. Taylor jumps over some Tigers, will dive out to about the 20-yard line. He'll be just short of the first down.
Who's down?
Just barely short. It'll be a gain of 9, 2nd down and 1.
Max stayed down for a little bit. Max Alvarez.
Boy, he just about broke that.
That tripped him up. I think he was already past that, and he was able to trip him up from behind.
83 yards on 8 carries for Tayshawn Taylor, who scored the only points for Bishop tonight. Only touchdown for them tonight. Fierro, quarterback again in the shotgun. And out Taylor again around the left side. Taylor tries to turn the corner, gets stopped by the Tigers, and he's going to be stopped and a loss on the play back to the 17-yard line. A loss of a couple, 3rd down and 3 coming up. A loss of 2.
That's Ethan Reeves and Max Alvarez.
Good penetration by the Tigers defense.
Yeah, who spun him around? I don't know who spun him around.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He got in there so quick to spin him around. And that will be the end of the third quarter play with the score. The Imperial Tigers 14 and the Bishops Knights 7.
IVC is celebrating 60 years of providing quality education to the Imperial Valley. It is now recognized as a top 10 community college in the nation. Through IVC's culture of care, strong K-12 partnerships, transfer degree pathways, embedded tutoring programs, flexible scheduling process, and many more services to support student success and completion, IVC is here to support you. IVC has what any student from any background needs to successfully complete their education at IVC and continue. Begin applying at imperial.edu/admission.
Start that day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best tea in the valley with different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, bold, fresh flavor. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
On a 3rd and 3 from the 17-yard line, Bishops with the ball now going left to right here at La Jolla High School, trailing the Tigers 14-7. Roy Platt checking in, saying that Melissa defeated Hallsville 57-20 tonight. Congratulations to the Cardinals back there. On a 3rd down and 3, Fierro will keep the same running backs in the backfield with him, Moore and Taylor, and then now we'll pull up from being in between those running backs, and we'll change the signals and step back in. 3rd down and 3 from their own 17-yard line. Back to pass Fierro. Look to the near side. Has a receiver going to complete it at the 30-yard line. Breaks the tackle there, then gets to the 40 before being brought down by Villacampos. And the catch goes to Colin Fagan and a first down for the Knights, all the way out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 23.
Well, after Barone missed the tackle, Villacampos didn't give up on the play, and he was able to run him down. If not, he's gone.
191 yards passing by Fierro. And he has completed, 16 of 24 in the game.
That was a great pass right there.
It was.
He had thrown it before he broke.
And out to Taylor on the left side. Taylor breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage and will move his way out across the 45 to the 46-yard line in a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Calexico Academy now leading Vincent Memorial 25-0 in the 3rd quarter over in Escondido.
Got to have a good defense if they're holding Vincent. They scored a lot of points. Great quarterback there.
Yeah, to shut him out at this point. Yeah, you bet. 2nd down and 4 from the 46 for Bishops, trailing the Tigers 14-7, 4th quarter. And now Taylor again up at the middle, and Taylor will twist his way out to the 49-yard line, just short of the first down, but a 1st and 1, or make it a 3rd down and 1, coming up at the 49.
Ethan Reeves got him from behind when he broke to the right. Was able to wrestle him down.
90 yards of rushing by Tayshawn Taylor on 11 carries and has the lone touchdown for Bishops in the ball game. And now he is in the backfield alone with Fierro. Fierro takes the handoff, going to throw it, going to complete it at the Tiger 47-yard line, breaks off one tackler. Jaden Moore drags another inside the Tiger 40-yard line. We're going to put it right at the 40 and a first down for the Bishops. Gain of 10.
Big straight arm. He's so good with that straight arm. He's pushing Barone right off of it.
They get a gain of 11 on that one. Taylor will stay in the backfield with Fierro. So that 3 wide receivers to the left side. That's the white side of the field, and more on the near side. Fierro fakes the handoff, goes back to pass. Sets up in the pocket, gets hit just as he throws it, and ball goes incomplete. With a big hit for the Tigers. Great job of getting there, Angel Meza.
Meza.
Yeah.
I don't know who he's in for. I didn't even notice he was out.
Right. But it goes incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
Oh, Max Alvarez. I see it. Max is on the sideline. See, I didn't see the hit, but that's why he's short on the pass.
Right. As soon as he was getting ready to pass the ball, and Angel hit him from behind, and the ball just fluttered away. It only went about 10 yards, intended to go about 15.
Ooh. If he doesn't do that, it's gone for a touchdown. He got it behind everybody.
2nd and 10 from the Tiger 40. Fierro got to carry it himself on the right side. Fierro will be hit at the 38-yard line. Will dive to the 36 on a gain of 4, but a 3rd and 6 coming up.
Great Great job by Pablo Moreno to stay home and cover that.
29 yards on 8 carries unofficially for Fierro from the quarterback position tonight. And he's completed 17 of 26 passes for 191 yards. Tater in the backfield with Fierro. 9:16 to go in the ballgame. Tigers 14, Knights 7. Tater moves over to the right side of Fierro now. Fierro gets the snap. Hands off to Tater. Big on the left side. Tater gets through it, gets the first down, and then some. Will be upended and brought down at the 29-yard line after a gain of 7. 1st and 10 for the Knights.
Looks like he got up slow. J.J. Jimenez brought him down. Not until after the first down.
Taylor now 97 yards on 12 carries, just about getting to the 100-yard mark.
8:50 left. The game with a whistle.
Timeout called by the Tigers with 8:49 to go in the ball game. It's Imperial 14 and Bishops 7.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has supported all sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping our kids busy with school activities. Members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, call Betty or Larry Zinn at 760-355-1312. That's 760-355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230. KXO Centro.
8:49 to go in the ball game. It's Imperial 14, Bishop 7, but the Knights on the move with a 1st and 10 at the Tiger 29-yard line. Talking it over with head coach Shane Walton. He's pretty well built a dynasty here at Bishops. The school has, since 1996, has gone to the championship game 12 times, winning 6 of them. Inside handoff to Rodriguez. Rodriguez threads his way inside the 25-yard line to be brought down to the 24. And a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5.
What is Victor Valenzuela in there? He just made the tackle.
So Rodriguez now 12 yards on just 2 carries tonight. And that one, he just kind of zigzagged his way to get through there.
We had perfect angle on that one. He's running away from us.
11th, or this will be the 12th play of the drive.
Victor Valenzuela is in there. Oh, he must be in for Barone. Yeah, I don't see Barone out there.
The drive started at their own 10-yard line, now down to the Tiger 24. Fierro takes the handoff, back to pass. Looks on the far side, has a receiver, going to complete it. Will he be inside? Yes, he'll be inbound. I think it's going to be Thornton with the catch, and they're going to put the ball at the Tiger 15-yard line, a gain of 9 and a 1st and 10.
Must have recuperated from that leg injury he had earlier.
It's a time pattern.
That's all it was.
You can't fence that. You just can't on a sideline pattern like that. So 1st and 10, Bishops, the Tiger, just outside the 15-yard line. They're going to actually mark it at the 16-yard line.
That's what
an 8-yard gain.
San Diego Christian with Jeremiah when he was quarterback there.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they did.
Yeah, just the short little pops to the outside like that. Hand it off to Tater on the left side. Tater runs up field. He's inside the 5, still on his feet. Touchdown, Bishops. Bishops will score with 7:47 to go in the ball game, and they're within an extra point of tying this one up. 16-yard run, 2nd touchdown of the night by Tayshawn Taylor, and that'll put him over 100 yards on the night with 113 yards on 13 carries and now 2 touchdowns. Wow, when he just zigzags his way and finds little holes and little creases and gets through there.
Back and forth, like a Springer Spaniel.
Klusky will come in for the extra point attempt.
Yeah, Seth had him, and he bounced right over him.
Cobbler with the hold. Good snap. Ball is down. The kick is up, and it's no good. It gets partially blocked, it looks like, and it went to the left, and that will keep the score now. Tigers 14, and the Bishops Knights 13, with a kickoff going to the Tigers in just a moment.
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma Floor Covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I mean blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tiles, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's Floor Covering today, 220 North State Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering.
12-play, 90-yard drive on the score. 16-yard touchdown run is second of the night by Tayshawn Tater, but the extra point is blocked, and the Tigers are holding on to a slim 14-13 lead with 7:47 to go in the ballgame.
We got a ball game on our hands.
The number 5 Tigers, the number 4 Bishops, and here's the kickoff. Ball's going to go deep. It'll go into the end zone. Calexico kicks it into the end zone, a touchback, and the Tigers will have the ball first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now they need to use the clock up.
Yeah, I'll do 7-minute, 80-yard drive right now.
There you go. That would work.
I'll give them 47 seconds.
So first and 10, Tigers own 20-yard line. Leading Bishops 14-13, a blocked extra point. When's that? When we've seen that?
Wow.
On where the game's on the line like that late in the ball game.
Especially with a kicker like this guy.
Right. It's been a long, long time.
I'll say everything. I mean, good snap, good hold, everything.
Right.
We just got a good rush on him.
Mesa and Gio Lopez will come to the near side. It looks like Ollie Perez on the far side, along with Jared Nixon. Rashard Robinson, the backfield with Gavin Robles in the shotgun. Robles takes the handoff, going to run it himself. Will get out across the 25-yard line. And they're going to mark it right at the 25 and a gain of 5. Second down and 5 for the Tigers.
Good little read right there. Gets it right up to the middle.
For Robles, 4 carries, now 36 yards on 4 carries.
Awesome.
Yeah. Done a good job tonight.
Good to hear that.
Just outside the 25-yard line, a second down and less than 5. Richard stays in the backfield along with Robles. Staying in the shotgun, man in motion, Mesa to the near side. Back to pass Robles. Going to throw it, going to complete it on the far side. Ollie Perez, and he'll be hit pretty much immediately. We'll get about 3 yards on the play. And the Tigers will have a third down and just a couple of yards to go for the first down.
They have moved the marker. There it goes. Yeah, about 2 short. Long two.
That's just the first catch of the night by Ollie Perez. Third down and a long 2 on the 28 for Imperial. Clock continues to roll. 6:35 to go in the game. Tigers leading it by 1.
Split backfield here.
Robles will hand it off up the middle. I'm not sure whether he made it.
He didn't make it.
Good stop by the interior line of the Bishops. And Rashard Robinson, the ball carrier, will not get it. It'll be just shy. Gain of 1, a 4th down and 1 for the Tigers from the 29-yard line.
Ooh, they're going
and
for CJ.
That's taking a chance. 4th and 1, and C.J. Tiernan will come in at quarterback for Imperial. Home trying to really yell out defense now on a 4th down and 1. Will he be able to draw them offside? Or will C.J. run it? Long count, under center. And the Tigers will call timeout. I think they were trying to draw them offside and couldn't do it.
Yeah.
With 5:44 to go in the ball game, it's Imperial 14, the Bishops 13.
Wake up with Broken Oak Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast from omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Oak Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Oak Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Oak Café, El Centro, or call 760-352-9655.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO Centro.
Here at La Jolla High School, the score, Imperial 14, Bishops 13 with 5:44 to go. And the Tigers are still looking like they're going to drive for it. on a 4th and 1 at their own 29-yard line. Head coach David Shaw rolling the dice here. Wow. I thought we'd go for the punt and have Ethan drive them way back, but Tiernan will stay in the lineup at quarterback. He's going to carry it. He's a first down, wide open, straight up the middle. He's on his way to the 20, to the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Untouched again. Untouched. 71 yards and the touchdown for Imperial, and they're now up by a score of 16. Make that 20-13.
I would love to see that replay.
Wow. Nobody touched him.
It was a straight blocking.
Straight up the middle, right between the defensive tackles, and no one touched him. All the way for the touchdown. He's had 2 rushes tonight for 44 and 71, and both going for touchdowns. Amazing.
Wow.
Ethan Gonzalez for the extra point. Ball down, kick is up, and it is good. With 5:34 to go in the ball game. It's now Imperial 21, the Bishops 13.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Highland in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Scoring drive for the Tigers. 4 plays, goes 80 yards. You got your 80 yards. 4 plays, 80 yards, and got by a 71-yard touchdown run on a 4th and 1 from the own 29. Wow. That's rolling the dice there. Big time. It's going to be a 3-minute and 13-second drive, and the kick goes down to the 5-yard line. Rodriguez on the far side turns it up across the 30. And will get knocked out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. And that's where the Bishops will take over 1st and 10, trailing the Tigers by 8. Still just a 1-score game.
Barry Romo, great on the coverage. Seems like every time they run the ball back on the kickoff, he's involved somehow. You're right, it is.
Still a 1-score game now. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion would tie it up. So the Bishops are not out of this at all. 5:34 to go, make it 5:26 to go in the ball game. Bishops trails by 8. Make the handoff. Fierro throws it, going to complete it at the 38-yard line. Will be tackled at the 40, and not quite a touchdown, it doesn't look like. And it was caught by Colin Fagan. To be we think of a 9-yard gain, and a 2nd down and 1 from the 39-yard line. Fierro taking his time. Clock rolling. 4:53 to go. Fumble snap. Fierro picks it up off the bounce. There's on the far side, has a receiver wide open, and getting a ball is taken. Penalty flag is going to go down. He'll be brought down at the 46-yard line, but a penalty flag right as soon as the catch was made in a run of about 3. Thornton on the catch. What would be called? What the call would be? I really know out there. Tigers are moving back as if it was against them. No, pass interference against the Bishops. Wow. That's a big penalty. So there must have been just a bit of a push-off. He was wide open, though. Yeah. There had been somebody else that wasn't on Thornton.
Yeah, because everything was off. When he fumbled the snap, they hit him on the helmet, hit the ground, and he was looking this way, like he was going to roll to his right, threw across the field.
Penalty flag is going to bring the ball all the way back to the 24-yard line. So it's a 2nd down and about 16 to go.
Because he was all by himself out there.
There's nobody out there.
Nobody out there. And when Seth hit him, though, he didn't get up right away. I don't know if it's shoulder. He still, it might be his neck.
It's good. And the clock's running. 4:24 to go.
I like that.
Fierro back to pass. That's up. Going to look over the middle. Has a receiver wide open. Going to catch the ball. 50-yard line. Still on his feet and going is Jaden Moore. Moore on the far side. Gets away from another tackler. Touchdown. Nice. This will go 76 yards for the touchdown. Jaden Moore was not to be denied on that one. And the Knights are within a 2-point conversion of tying the ball game up.
That's what they're doing. They're going for 2. Kicker staying right here on the sideline.
76 yards on that. Wow.
He outran Barone, and Barone is a speedster.
And then broke off another tackle at about the 10 and kept going. Wow. He's just hard to bring down. So here it is. The Knights are going to go for it with 4:08. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion.
I'd give it to 60 again.
Going to be a 2-play drive on that to go all the way.
Oh, there's 60. He's back there.
70-yard.
Look where he's at. Look at number 60. Way back there.
Zero. Big stand off. Going to throw it over the middle. And it is good. The 2-point conversion is good to Casey Ryan. And we are tied with 4:08 to go in the ball game. It's Imperial 21 and the Bishop 21.
Bo and his team of employees at Stan's Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
2-play drive on the touchdown. It'll be counted as inside. That's why there's the discrepancy there, but it's a 76-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion good from Fierro to Casey Ryan, and that ties this ball game up 21-21 with 4:08 remaining. Lusky on the kickoff, deep to receive for the Tigers on the near side is Sally Perez. Devin Mays on the far side. Lusky, last one went through the end zone. This one will go through the end zone again. Another touchback. I think it's third on the night, and the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line with 4:08 to go in the ball game to try to pull this one out.
You know, on that 2-point conversion, the defender was there. That was well thrown. And
it was.
Well played.
It was a good pass. He threaded the needle right into there.
Yeah. I don't know who was on the inside. I don't know if it was Zach or J.J. Jimenez. So he threw between 2 Tiger defenders.
And Ryan hardly broke stride. They just quickly got in there. Bam, passes there. 2 points.
I thought for sure 60 was getting the ball.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Tigers. 4:08 to go. C.J. Tiernan in the lineup. Under center for Imperial. Hand it off to Robinson on the right side. Robinson breaks open. He's out to the 25 to the 30. Gets the first down and brought down to the 32-yard line. They're going to mark it to the 33. 1st and 10 Tigers after the 13-yard run by Rashard Robinson. Quick hitter up the middle.
That's all they're doing. They did it with C.J. Now Rashad.
Tiernan, senior quarterback. Stays in the lineup. 3:48 to go. Clock running left in regulation. Tigers going to try to pull this one out at the end. 1st and 10 from their own 33. Tiernan.
Broken play.
Broken play, exactly. I think Rashard wasn't there for the handoff, and Tiernan will keep it himself. Will get a yard, but a 2nd down and 9 from the 34.
They had it covered, though. That defense was there. There's at least 3 players there, maybe 5. Robles coming back in.
Tigers hadn't had a 100-yard rusher all season, and Tiernan does it in 2 plays. A 44-yard touchdown run and a 71-yard touchdown run. And amazingly, both straight up the middle, and neither one of them had a defender touch him. That was amazing.
And we thought we were going to see a lot of him this year after the year he had last year.
Gavin Robles back in at quarterback, has a man in motion, going to hand it off for Rashard Robinson on the right side. They're waiting for him. Nothing there. Gain of a yard, 3rd down, and 8 from the 35.
60. He's always had it.
He's a good ball player. 79 yards on 16 carries for Rashard. 2:34 to go. But the Tigers looking at a 3rd down and 8 from their own 35-yard line. Big play here by Imperial. Robles stays in the lineup. Rashard Robinson to his right side in the shotgun. Gets the snap, back to pass. He look on the far side, passes it, completes it to his brother, but he's going to be just short of the first down. As Gio, I don't know, they're going to say he's going to be right there.
Good
no,
spot.
they're going to say first down, Tigers.
They gave him a heck of a spot there.
That was Jared Nixon, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
It was Jared Nixon who got that, right. I thought it was Gio first.
Right here.
Right. Wow, what a clutch pass and throw from Robles to Nixon for the first down for the Tigers, and the ball at the 42-yard line.
Do the same thing. Do it again. I would love for them to put both of those two on the same side.
They got the 43. 2:08 to go, clock running. Robles takes the handoff. There's the middle, gets to his brother Gio. Gio gets into foreign territory as he gets across the 50-yard line inside to the 45 of Bishop's. First down, Tigers.
Woo, beautiful. Just a little slant right behind the linebacker. 1, 2 more steps, and he's gone.
12-yarder on that one, throwing to his freshman brother, Gio. And the Tigers are the first and 10 at the Bishop's 45 with 1:45 to go. Rashard Robinson stays in the lineup in the backfield with Robles. To the left side of him in the shotgun, now moves over to the right. Little indecision for the Tigers in the backfield. Robles gets the snap, hands it off to Rashard Robinson up the middle, nothing there. They'll gain a yard to the 44, but a 2nd and 9 coming up. And the clock down to 1:18 to go, and it's still rolling. Can the Tigers get close enough to maybe get a field goal? Tied score 21-21. Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, gosh, I would love that for Ethan.
That's Shaw in the backfield for the Tigers. Takes the handoff. Goes over the middle. Incomplete. Yeah. He had his hand on the receiver's shoulder. It was intended for Zach Ray. It goes incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
Ooh, they didn't call that.
Yeah, it looked like he had his hand on his back, but maybe he didn't. We're behind him, so you really can't tell. So now, Tigers with a 3rd down and 9 with just under 1 minute to go in the game. A 3rd and 9 from the Bishop's 44-yard line. Shaw stays in the backfield with Robles. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field for the Tigers, 1 on the far side. Robles looks over to the Tiger sideline. Now gets the snap. Back to pass. Sets up. Goes up into the pocket. Now decides to run, and he's going to be brought down. No gain. In fact, a loss of a yard on the play. And with 51 seconds to go, the clock will be stopped with a 4th down and 10 from the Bishop's 45-yard line. And the Tigers will call timeout. 51 seconds to go. It's Imperial 21, the Bishop's 21.
El Zarape restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Tigers are going to punt. Ethan Gonzalez back. We'll punt it off. It's going to be a long one. It'll go back inside the 5 and roll into the end zone. And the Bishop's Knights will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. An unconfirmed report that Palo Verde may have defeated La Jolla Country Day 27-21. We're going to try to get that one confirmed. And it's University City 28, Rancho Buena Vista 19. That's in the 4th quarter. The Bishops with the ball, 45 seconds to go. Tied score, 21-21. They have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, we need to put 2 center fielders way out there on the defensive side.
Kieran going to the backfield with Seth Shaw. Both his safeties for Imperial. The two of the best athletes on this Tiger team will be in the safety position. Sierra, quarterback, will have Taylor to his right side. He'll be in the shotgun. And we'll go back to pass. That's up. Going to throw over the middle. As a receiver, going to complete it for a 12-yard gain to Ian Brown. And it'll be a 1st and 10 now at the 32.
Clock is still running. 32 seconds. They just timed it.
I'll stop the clock now.
Timeout.
There'll be a timeout called by Bishop. 32 seconds to go. It's Imperial 21, Bishop 21.
IVC is celebrating 60 years of providing quality education to the Imperial Valley. It is now recognized as a top 10 community college in the nation. Through IVC's culture of care, strong K-12 partnerships, transfer degree pathways, embedded tutoring programs, flexible scheduling process, and many more services to support student success and completion, IVC is here to support you. IVC has what any student from any background needs to successfully complete their education at IVC and continue. Begin applying at imperial.edu/admission.
1st and 10, Bishops from their own 32-yard line in a 21-21 game with 32 seconds to go. They're at their own 32. They'll have 3 wide receivers go to the left side, 1 to the right, and Pierre in the backfield along with his running back Taylor, who has scored both touchdowns for the Bishops, or 2 of the touchdowns for Bishops tonight. Back to pass. Fierro rolls out to his left. Heavy pressure by Reeves. He'll have to throw it away. There's nothing there. It'll be a 2nd down and 10, stopping the clock with 25 seconds to go.
Ethan was catching them. For as big as strong as Ethan is, he can get it going.
It stopped a string of 4 straight completions for Fierro that totaled up to almost 100 yards.
Now one big play.
2nd and 10 from the 32, their own 32-yard line, 25 seconds to go. Thornton comes to the near side, along with Jaden Moore. 2 wide receivers will go to the far side, the right side of the field. Fierro back to pass. Fierro going to throw it. Intercepted by the Tigers. Intercepted at the 40-yard line, and coming up with the pick for Imperial, Devin Meza.
That was a mistake by the quarterback. He overthrew that.
That's his 2nd interception of the night, and the Tigers have the ball now at the Bishop's 38-yard line.
Yep. We have 1 timeout. Something to the sideline and bring Ethan in. Give an opportunity.
1st and 10, Tigers, the Bishop's 38. Tigers weren't ready to go back on the offense so quickly. I think they're trying to decide, what do we play here? Ray will go to the far side, split out, along with Mezu, had the interception a moment ago. To the near side will be Jared Nixon. And now on the far side also, Gio Robles will go. So 3 wide right for the Tigers. Rashard Robinson in the backfield, Gavin Robles at quarterback in the shotgun.
Look how soft he is right here against Nixon.
Gavin waiting for the snap and gets it. Back to pass. That's up. Rolls out to his right, going to throw it deep, has a receiver open, completes it to his younger brother, Gio, at the 21-yard line, and the Tigers will call a timeout at the 22 with 17 seconds to go.
The clock stops to move the chains. I haven't seen a timeout yet.
Because it wasn't a timeout, okay. It looked like one of the Tigers was trying to call timeout, but apparently it wasn't seen and not used. 16-yarder on that. And a 1st and 10 Tigers from the 22 of the Bishops.
They're going to wait for a couple of seconds.
And then now the Tigers will call timeout where they're going to go for a field goal. This is going to be a 40-yarder or 39-yarder by Ethan Gonzalez, and we'll stay here for that because this is the ball game here.
Oh, gosh.
Wow. This will be, it should put down to about a 39-yard field goal attempt. That would tie his longest of the season.
Oh, gosh. Well, I guess we can't use timeout now, right? One more play, but then, no, we couldn't.
No, there's 1 play left. 1.8 seconds is remaining, so Tiernan will come in on the hold. That place it right down at the 29-yard line on the right hash mark. They'll need to have a little bit of a hook to it by Ethan Gonzalez. Ethan coming into the game has completed 7 of 11 field goals. And again, his longest of the year was 39. This would tie that long. He is the all-time field goal kicker for career and could add a game winner and an upset here in La Jolla if he could get this one. Woo.
Yeah, you got to relax. Do they call timeout?
Yeah, timeout will be called by Bishops to try to steal it for him, to try to put the pressure on him a little bit.
But what I was saying is, after the completion to Robles, if they could have run one more play and throw it, or even spike the ball.
Yeah, instead of letting it run down, yeah. There would be enough time to try one more little out pattern, make it a little bit closer. Yeah, they could have done that. It's a 21-21 game, and it comes down to the right leg of Ethan Gonzalez, trying to tie his career long of 39 yards, and that'll be coming up in just a moment. Winner of this game will go play the winner of the University City Rancho Buena Vista game, which right now shows the Centurions up 28-19 in the fourth quarter. So Rancho's holding in tight on that game, too. So it comes up to this. You'll hear the people yelling in the background as we're on the home side, and Ethan stepping it off. E.J. Tiernan on the hole. Gonzalez attempting a 39-yard field goal. High snap. Ball is down. The kick is up. It's a line drive. It's no good. It's took to the left, and it is no good. We're going to overtime. I think the high snap was a little bit high, and I think it threw it off. Yep.
The ice the center.
So we're going to overtime in La Jolla with the score, Imperial 21, Bishops 21. We'll be back with that overtime in just a moment.
Start that day off right with your favorite drink from Brick House Coffee, next door to Brick House Deli at the Lisa Tucker Center in Imperial. Brick House Coffee has so many drinks to choose from. Hot drinks, blended drinks, or cold drinks, including the best tea in the valley with different flavors. Open daily with a convenient drive-thru. And next door, Brick House Deli with big, bold, fresh flavor. The Valley's premier deli, serving breakfast and lunch. So come visit them both at the Lisa Tucker Center on West Ayton Road in Imperial.
For over 60 years, the Imperial Quarterback Club has supported all sports teams at Imperial High School. The money they raise goes a long way, keeping our kids busy with school activities. Members are parents and community people who care and want to donate their time. If you would like to become a member, call Betty or Larry Zinn at 760-355-1312. That's 760-355-1312. The Quarterback Club wishes the Imperial Tigers a great season. Go Tigers!
Going to overtime, getting ready to flip the coin in the middle of the field to determine who will get the ball first. Each team will get their opportunity. The ball will be placed at the 25-yard line, and it will be 1st and 10 for that team, and we'll play just as you normally would, but each team will get their shot from the 25. We do have a final score, or an updated score on the University City Rancho Buena Vista game. The Centurions are leading 35-19 now in the fourth quarter. So up by a couple of touchdowns now is the top-ranked team over the Longhorns of Rancho Buena Vista. Score here is tied as we go into overtime, 21-21. And the head coaches are going out to talk to the referees now on getting and both coaches are congratulating each other on what a ball game this has been, back and forth and back and forth. No one's had any more than an 8-point lead throughout this one. And the referees are talking to both head coaches to tell them of how the rules go for an overtime, just to refresh their memories. And again, they'll flip a coin, and whoever is determined to win the toss can either defer it to the other team, which I would do. Yep. And you take it last. Yep. But each team will get their opportunity on offense from the 25-yard line. They also determine which side of the field they'll go to. There's no wind here, so there's no factor in that, whether they go to our left or to our right. But that's what the coaches or head coaches are talking over with the referees right now on just to get everybody set on that. You want to make sure everything is...
Back to the kick, Mickey. Back to the kick.
Yeah.
He had the foot on that.
Yeah.
He had the foot, just pulled it to the left. But it was it.
The snap was a little bit high. It wasn't a lot high. It was just a little bit. But anything like that throws your timing off. And I think that's what it was. So the captains now will go to the middle of the field. A big LJ for La Jolla in the middle of this football field in red and white, as the Vikings are red, white, and black here in La Jolla. And the captains will come out now. They'll flip a coin, and the winner of that will determine whether they want the football first or last. Generally, you go last because you want to see what the other team will do, will determine what you will do, whether they get a field goal or whether they get a touchdown. And so it goes to that. And it's been a while since we've had a playoff overtime game.
It's awesome.
Do you remember the last? We brought it up before. The Santa Fe Christian.
Oh, yeah.
In the fog.
In the fog.
Right. I think it was a double overtime win by the Tigers. Came down to a 4th and goal, and it came down to one final play. And the Torrey Pines High School, I remember where the game was played, and the Santa Fe Christian needed a touchdown to tie the game after the Tigers had gotten it on their opportunity. And there was a pass that was over, I remember, to our right in the corner of the end zone, and their receiver was open, and we tipped it away at the last moment in the fog to defeat Santa Fe Christian in that ball game. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So, if this is going to be equally exciting. And Bishop's won the coin toss, and they're going to go to our left. So that's good. That's going to be on the side we're closest to. And let's see if looks like Bishop's is going to go. Are they going offense first? No, Imperial will get the ball first, and they'll be at the 25-yard line. They're going to our left. So both teams will go to the left side of the stadium to try to make things as equal as possible. And
we just got an update. It is confirmed.
So Palo Verde has advanced into the semifinal round. They won the championship last year, and they're now going to advance into the semifinal round. And the score 27-21 is confirmed. So congratulations to the Yellow Jackets. Only one loss this season. It was the first game of the season. It was an overtime loss to Calexico. Strange circumstances, if you remember. It was played in Blythe to start the game, and then early in the third quarter, a major storm came up. Lightning and busted transformers out, took all the power out there. That was a Thursday night game to make it strange to start with. Then it finished up in Imperial on Saturday night. And they started the game right where it finished off in the third quarter, and Calexico won by 1 point. So the Tigers will have the ball 1st and 10. They will be at the Bishop's 25-yard line. And the Tigers will have Robles, Ray, and Meza go to the right side, Jared Nixon to the near side, and Gavin Robles will be a quarterback. Meza goes in motion to the near side, fake the handoff, back to pass, over the middle, going to complete it to Zach Ray at the 20-yard line. He'll twist his way to the 16 on a gain of 9. It'll be a 2nd down and 1.
I like that. Let's do it again. Same thing. Little quick hitter. Just broke this left a bit. Little slant. He took one step back and got rid of the ball. I like that.
Gio Robles will come into the lineup now for the Tigers. He'll come to the near side along with Meza and Ray. And now Nixon will go to the far side on the short side of the field. They switched on the sides of the field to the hash marks. Robles gets the snap. Hands it off to Rashard Robinson. He's going to be there waiting for him on that. There'll be no gain at all on that play. It'll be now a 3rd down and 1 from the 16-yard line.
2 linemen for the Tigers are standing there. Let him go right by him.
Actually, it's going to be 2 yards on it. 3rd down and 2 from about the 17. So it's going to be a loss.
He lost, yeah.
Lost 1. 3rd down and 2 from the 17-yard line. Tigers' first possession here in overtime. 21-21 score. Hand it off for Rashard, and they're waiting for it. And they're going to tackle him at the 25, and the Tigers are going to have to go to a field goal to try to take the lead on that. They weren't able to move the ball after the pass to Zach Ray that went for 9 on 1st down.
He came up limping too, Rashad.
Yeah, 4th and 5 on a loss of 3 on that one.
Both times that Tyler Boynton, he's only a junior, 6 foot, 230.
So the ball will be placed at the 27-yard line. So this is a 37-yard attempt for Ethan Gonzalez. 7 of 12 on field goals this year. Ball is down, and it's going to be blocked. It was mishandled by C.J. Kiernan, picked up by the Tigers inside the 20-yard line by Pablo Moreno. that the Tigers will not score in their possession. So Bishop, now with a field goal, can win the ball game, or a touchdown could do it as well.
And that was a good snap.
It was good. It was mishandled on the hold. That's where the mishandle was at on that. So now Bishops will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line, and they'll just need a field goal to win it. A touchdown could do it too. You hate for a game to come down to something like that. So Bishops has the ball 1st and 10 now at the 25-yard line. Their opportunity here in overtime. 21-21 is the score. Fierro at quarterback. Has Taylor in the backfield with him.
Here comes the blitz.
Tigers showing blitz. Fierro looks to the sideline, and now they mix up their lineup. Now that Thornton split out a little bit more to the left side. He's their leading receiver, and then Fierro's going to run it himself. Fierro breaks through the line of scrimmage and be hit from behind and slammed down at the 20-yard line, but it's a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5.
Ethan Reeves got him from behind, slammed him down.
An intended run all the way on that.
The whole way.
34 yards rushing now and 9 carries for quarterback Will Fierro, and now a 2nd down and 5 for Bishops from the 20-yard line. Taylor in the backfield with Fierro, goes to the left side. They're on the left hash mark. Fierro will hand it off to Taylor on the right side. Taylor turns upfield, drives and drives. He'll be close to the 1st down. He'll be just short by a couple of feet. A 3rd down and less than 1 at the 16-yard line.
Zach Ray and J.J. Jimenez.
For Taylor, that's 117 yards on 14 carries and 2 touchdowns tonight. And now it's a 3rd down and 1 at the 16. They have to move the yard marker to 3rd. There we go. Now got it on the far side. At the 16-yard line, 3rd down and 1. They bring extra couple of running backs in the backfield. Fierro in the diamond. Will hand it off second back to big back, and he'll get it. It's the lineman that will make the 1st down, Tyler Boynton, at this 18-yard line, 1st and 10 for Bishop. At the 13, 3-yard gain. His 2nd carry of the night, and they went for 4 and 3 yards and 1st down on this time. So 1st and 10 for the Knights at the 13-yard line here in overtime, with the score tied at 21-21.
There we go.
Taylor will have stacked up the big lineman out in front, Taylor in the back. Hand it off to Taylor on the right side. Taylor tries to bounce to the outside. Not going to be able to do it as Barone will stop him, but he'll get the 1st down. He'll get a yard out of it and make it a 2nd down and 9. Good job by Angel holding.
Good job by Angel. He fought the blocker and was able to push him out of the way and make the stop for the Tigers.
Because for a moment it looked like he was going to be able to bounce. That'd be it, and he was gone. So Angel did a great job of stopping him and holding to a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 for Bishops on their opportunity here in overtime. The Tigers failed to score in their chance. They'll go back to just Taylor in the backfield with Fierro.
Gosh, I was hoping Gonzalez would redeem himself from last year.
Yeah.
Remember last
year? The handoff. The pass and knocked down by Ethan Reeves. Great job of jumping up and knocking it down. It's a 3rd and 9 from the 12. Clutch play by Ethan.
That was a big play right there.
296 yards passing by Fierro tonight.
Wow. Doesn't seem like it, though.
Well, but when you think that he had the 76-yard touchdown pass,
I thought we
that
were
was
doing a
big.
good job again.
He had another 39-yarder, a 32-yarder, a 22-yarder, a 23-yarder.
I guess I've been watching another game then.
It just starts adding up.
But that's all they do is pass. That's all they do.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 9 from the 12. Fierro has man in motion. Jaden Moore. Hand it off to Taylor. Taylor's got the white jerseys, and they're going to have to go for a field goal as a tackle at the 15-yard line, a loss of 3, and it's a 4th down and 12 from the 15-yard line, and here's a field goal to try to win it. It'll be on the leg of Will Kleski, a junior, 6'2" and 155. He certainly has the leg for it. Can he get it? Can he get it all the way there and straight? You'll be able to tell by the crowd. There's the crowd getting into it, and people are on their feet here in the home side. Kobler in on the hole. The ball replaced at the 22-yard line, so it's a 32-yard field goal attempt for the win for Bishops. And timeout called by the Tigers. Smart to try to ice him. With a field goal coming up, with a possible end of this game, the score, Tigers 21, Bishops 21. We'll be right back.
Have you been wanting new flooring but putting it off? Don't wait anymore. Derma Floor Covering has the flooring you want at blowout prices. Yes, I need blowout prices. Hardwood plank, regularly priced $9.99 a square yard, now $3.99 a square yard, and over 1,100 square feet in stock. Select tiles, regularly priced $5.99 to $6.49 a square foot, now on sale at $1.34 to $1.99 a square foot. Stop by Derma's Floor Covering today, 220 North J Street in Imperial. Your flooring wishes can come true at Derma's Floor Covering.
Here it is. Game comes down again to the right foot of a player on the field. This time it's going to be Will Kluski of Bishops, who will attempt a 32-yard field goal for the win. The ball is right in the middle of the football field. There's no angle. So this is it.
The holder is a freshman.
The ball down, kick is up, and it is... it went to the left. It did miss. It went just to the left. It was a knuckleball. It just kind of knuckled over there, but went wide left. It's no good. We go to a second overtime with the score, Imperial 21, Bishops 21.
Wake up with Broken Yolk Café. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving your favorite breakfast from omelets, pancakes, eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yolk Café serves lunch till 2 p.m. from sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. Broken Yolk Café thanks you for voting us the best breakfast in town. Once again, you can order online at Broken Yolk Café, El Centro, or call 760-352-9655.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
For some reason, I thought they switched sides of the field for the second overtime, but it's going to be right in front of us, so I don't mind.
Yeah.
Bishops with the ball, 1st and 10, back to pass Fierro, sets up, throws into the end zone, has a receiver, touchdown, Thornton. Wow. 25-yarder on deep double coverage. And the Bishops Knights now lead it by a score of 27-21. Remember, the Tigers still have their opportunity coming. But boy, Fierro didn't waste time at all to get it to throw in his top receiver.
And he had 2 defenders on him, and he still was able to break it to the outside. Right on the corner. And they were practicing that before the game, too.
Yep.
They kept going right to the corner.
That's the first pass thrown by Fierro in overtime, if you think about it. He didn't throw one in the first overtime. This one is a 25-yarder, and it's good for the touchdown. Lesky will come in for the extra point. These are important right now. Ball is down. The kick is up. And it is blocked, but it will go through. It's blocked, but it goes through. So the Tigers will now have their opportunity to try to tie this ball game up or go for a 2-point conversion to try to win. But they must score a touchdown on this drive. The score, Bishops 28, Imperial 21.
Bo and his team of employees at Gas Auto Body are constantly striving on giving you 100% satisfaction on getting your vehicle repaired and fixed right. Stan's Auto Body is grateful for the support they hear from the job they're doing and being highly rated with CarWise.com. Yes, accidents are disturbing, and Stan's Auto Body is here for you to ease the pain and fix your vehicle as fast as possible. Stop by at 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Tigers have the ball, 1st and 10 now at the Bishops 25-yard line, and their opportunity in second overtime. Trailing by 7, back to pass Robles. Sets up. Going to look over the far sideline as a receiver. It's his brother catches the ball, but he's going to be out of bounds. And that's a great catch. That's a hard one to catch. He's just a freshman, and he caught it over his right shoulder.
The kid's got some talent.
He does.
He's got a bright future.
But it's out of bounds, so it's no good. 2nd down and 10 for Imperial from the 25. Robles will stay in at quarterback. He'll send Nixon and Ray to the near side with Mesa and Gio Robles way wide to the right. And now Robinson, who's limping, moves into the slot. Back to pass. Robles going to throw it. Going to complete it to his brother at the 23. Sidesteps one man and will get inside the 20-yard line. Let's see where they're going to mark him out at. They're going to say he's at the 21. So it's just a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6 from the 21.
I like the way he took a couple of steps backwards, reset. Almost got around the end. Almost outran those guys.
4-yard gain, so it's a 3rd down and 6 from the 21. Now remember, a field goal does nothing for Imperial. They've got to score a touchdown. So this is 4-down territory on 3rd and 6 from the 21. Gio Robles will come to the near side this time along with Mesa. And Ray will go to the right side with Nixon. Robles still a quarterback. And Seth Shaw will move over to the slot right. Robles goes back to pass. Sets up heavy rush. Goes to the middle. Has a receiver. Completes it to Shaw at the 6-yard line. He's down at the 5. 1st and goal, Tigers at the 6-yard line.
He had to get rid of that ball. That was hit him hard.
In a hurry, no doubt. 15-yard gain. 1st and goal, Tigers at the 6.
Chase Jordan, nobody touched him.
That is the first catch for Seth Shaw tonight, and it's huge 15-yarder.
First it looked like it was overthrown. And Seth was able to reach up and bring that down.
He did a great job of catching that.
He's got sure hands. That's why he put him back on the punt returns.
So it's a 1st and goal, Tigers from the Bishop 6-yard line. CJ Tiernan in the quarterback. And it up to Shaw. Shaw will fight his way down to the 3-yard line and a gain of 3. It's 2nd and goal from the 3.
Hard run by Seth Shaw. Almost bounced that out.
Tough, hard 3-yard run by Seth Shaw. Great job. He'll stay in the lineup. 2nd down and goal from the 3. CJ Tiernan will stay in the quarterback. Mesa will run to the sideline.
And there we go.
There we go. And coming in, is it Pablo Moreno?
Yep.
So Moreno will come in.
Double tight end, the left side.
Ray will stay in the zone. The Tigers will call timeout. So the Tigers will take their timeout in the 2nd overtime. The score, Bishops 28, Imperial 21. The Tigers are the 2nd to go to 3 when we return.
El Zarape Restaurant in Imperial is 100% authentic Mexican cuisine. Their extensive menu features traditional handmade Mexican dishes with nothing but fresh ingredients. El Zarape Restaurant has taken it over the top with their creative ideas like stuffed special quesadillas with carne asada, shrimp, or pollo asada. And yes, there's something on the menu for everyone, like 17 different burritos. El Zarape Restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m.
The Imperial Tiger Football Association was started years ago to help the football team with much-needed equipment and sending the players to special training. Now, through their fundraising efforts from the past and now, the Imperial Tiger Association is proud of what they have accomplished and what they will continue to do in the future. They're always looking for new members. You can call Victor at 760-960-6317. That's 960-6317 if you're interested in helping out. Go Tigers!
Handoff from Tiernan to Shaw. He fights his way down near the goal line. They're going to say, no, he's down at the 1.
Oh, I thought he had it.
Down at the 1-yard line, a 3rd and goal from the 1.
Oh, so excited. I forgot to turn this back up.
The Tigers on the 3rd and goal for 1. Tiernan hands it off to Shaw. Touchdown. Shaw will make it in for the touchdown, his 2nd of the night, and the Tigers are now within an extra point of tying it up to a 3rd overtime.
Oh, they're going for 2. Are they going for 2?
Or will they go for 2?
They're going for 2.
The Tigers are going to try to end it right now. So the ball game comes down to this play.
CJ staying in?
Tigers are going to go for it on this.
Seth is staying in? Wow.
So the Tigers are going to go for it. They're going to try to end the ball game on this. Tiernan at quarterback under center. We'll have Shaw behind him. Zachary is a blocking back on one side, and timeout will be called by Bishops. The Tigers, one play to try to win it all and it's coming up after this. The score, Bishops 28, Imperial 27.
IVC is celebrating 60 years of providing quality education to the Imperial Valley. It is now recognized as a top 10 community college in the nation. Through IVC's culture of care, strong K-12 partnerships, transfer degree pathways, embedded tutoring programs, flexible scheduling process, and many more services to support student success and completion, IVC is here to support you. IVC has what any student from any background needs to successfully complete their education at IVC and continue. Begin applying at imperial.edu/admission.
As a return to Jolla High School, the Bishops Knights leading the Tigers 28-27. Imperial going for a 2-point conversion to win the ball game. The game comes down to this play, and the ball is at the 3-yard line. C.J. Tiernan will stay in the quarterback for Imperial. He will be under center. Seth Shaw, the lone running back behind him. 3 wide receivers to the right side. Zach Ray tight to the left. Tiernan takes it one way, rolls the other, will jump in. No, he will not make it. He will be stopped at the 1-yard line, and Bishops will win the game by a final of 28-27 in double overtime. Wow.
Great game. Great game. I'd hate for them to lose like this, but that's a good defense to stop right there.
A counter option by Tiernan was completely went from the right, and everything came over to the left. He could have option pitched it, but he thought he could get it in, and it stopped at the 1. And Bishops will win it by 1 point and will advance into the semifinal round to play the Centurions of University City, who came up with a victory tonight over Rancho Buena Vista by final score. Trying to get my phone turned on here. The final score was that game was University City 41, Rancho Buena Vista 19. So it's the Centurions and the Knights will battle it out in the semifinal round as each of the teams come out to congratulate each other. What a well-played, hard-fought ball game. Can't get much closer than that.
Gosh, and you were saying penalty-free, basically?
Right, there wasn't that many penalties in the ball game. But it came down to less than 1 yard of the win for the Tigers, and Tiernan was held back from making it. And you have to really give it to the Knights defense. They stepped right up when they needed to on that. And boy, the Tigers, I know they're walking away with their heads down. I look out there at Ali Perez, but yet you got to hold your heads. You played a fantastic game in a game that nobody really expected you to win against this team
in their home field.
On their home field, right? And an 8-2 team, a team that's won 6 CIF championships and in 12 appearances in the last 25 years. And you take them to double overtime on the road and lose by a couple of feet.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I hope he tells his players. I heard David say one time to his golf team that you never look down on the ground unless there's dog food. You never hang your head.
You never hang your head. And this is one the Tigers should hang their head. They're going to end the season with a final record of 8-4. As we mentioned at the beginning of the day, this was the most wins the Tigers have had since the 2013 season that went 11-1. And Bishops will continue with a 9-2 record now, and we'll take on University City next week at University City in the semifinal round of Division III CIF football. Wow.
And all these seniors, I recognize some of these seniors.
Let's do that too.
Seth Shaw, Devin Mesa, Alejandro Perez, Dominic Suarez, Christopher Tiernan, Zach Ray, Victor Valenzuela, Andrew Mitchell, who's been on crutches for last few games, closing out the senior year for the Tigers. Ethan Gonzalez. Go ahead.
No, would you go ahead and go through them. We got
Gonzalez Gerardo.
Right. Gonzalo is Chalito.
It's Chalito. Angel Mesa. Pablo Moreno. Great game today. Joseph Martinez. Pedro Serra Jr. Andy Velasco. Andres Castellum. I think that'll be, 2 more. Aiden Shields. How could I forget Aiden Shields? And Diego Valencia.
Those names we've been talking about for the last 3 years, and you can just pick out great plays by each of them throughout games. You look at Seth, and scoring 13 touchdowns this season rushing, 2 of them tonight. One was just so clutch there at the end to send this to get to a 2-point conversion. And then defensively had 4 interceptions this season, to lead the team in that. And Ethan Gonzalez, he's going to go down as the greatest punter in Imperial High School history.
Awesome.
Number 2 in the country in punting. And then just came up a little bit of a high snap. Kind of took away from winning it, in the first overtime or even in regulation. And then the Tigers come up to within a foot. Literally, it came to within a foot of the goal line. And you just have to tip your cap to this Knights defense. If they would have reacted just a fraction slower, that's all it is, just a fraction, then this right now could be a different ending, and the Tigers could have won. But it wasn't, and the Knights will pick up the victory, a 28-27 win over the Tigers. And
Carol says, good game. Take next Friday off.
Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll take next Friday off after that. Wow,
in the morning.
What a contest though to have, and you and I never know from one year to the next whether we'll be back. If this were to be our last one, what a game it was to go to double overtime like this.
I watched my grandson play his last high school game.
Yeah, that's true. Watching Seth playing his last high school game, and what a game he had. He scored 2 touchdowns in this one. One was clutched there at the very end, and fought hard to get those yards in that last drive in double overtime.
You don't know how hard he worked all summer long, and his diet, everything. He weighed his food. He cooked his own food. He dedicated himself this year, and I'm glad he retired. He recuperated from that leg injury last year, kept him out of basketball and track.
Here's how the scoring went. If you weren't able to listen to the entire game, the Knights would score first on a 6-play, 68-yard drive with 2:44 to go in the first quarter on a 44-yard touchdown that let's mark that back a little bit. They scored first with 6:10 to go in the first quarter on a 7-yard run by Tayshawn Taylor. And with the extra point, it was a 7-0 game. The Tigers would tie it up. C.J. Tiernan found a little gap in the defense of the Knights, went 44 yards for the touchdown to tie it up with 2:44 to go in the first quarter, 7-7. That's how it would be at halftime. The Tigers would take the lead in the third quarter with 8:26 to go on a 4-yard touchdown run by Seth Shaw. The extra point good, 14-7 Tigers. The Knights would come back with a touchdown of their own on a 16-yard run, the second of the night by Tayshawn Taylor, but the extra point was blocked and made it 14-13 in favor of the Tigers. And then Imperial would take the lead with 5:34 to go. Again, Tiernan found a little crack in the armor of the Knights and got a 71-yard touchdown run. Both of his long touchdown runs was not even touched. Ran straight up the middle on both of them. And the Tigers had a 21-13 lead with 5:34 to go. But Bishops would come back with 4:08 left on a Will Fierro to Jaden Moore touchdown of 76 yards where he broke many tackles on that one. They would go for the 2-point conversion. Fierro would complete it to Casey Ryan for the extra 2-point conversion, and it was 21-21 with 4:08 to go. The Tigers would try a field goal to try to win it, a 39-yarder, but it was no good and went wide left and then went into the first overtime. Neither team would score in the first overtime. It would go to a second one. The Knights would score on their opportunity on first down in the second overtime on a 25-yard pass from Will Fierro to Reynold Thornton, and the extra point was good, and the Knights were up 28-21. On the Tigers' opportunity, they moved it down and got down to the 3-yard line, and Seth Shaw would come up with the touchdown from 1 yard out, actually, would get the touchdown, and that would make it a 28-27 ball game. And the Tigers would go for the 2-point conversion, and quarterback C.J. Tiernan would come up a foot short.
Yep.
And that's it. That's how it ends up. The Knights would win it by a score of 28-27.
Behind you here. The old guy here.
Hey, there you are. How you doing, Art?
My
Good
brother
to see
Art
ya.
just showed up.
Yeah,
with his
Art
wife,
just
Casey.
showed up, so good to see you, Art. And glad to have you listening in most of the season. Yeah, we've enjoyed that. Yeah, no, they did. They really did good tonight. You hate to see anybody lose, especially our side, but to come back like they did and come within a foot of winning it, to go all out and to lose it by a foot, that's a tough one to lose. But it was a will of a game,
Yes.
Just wish the tough one could have been turned over the other way. That's all. But it was a good ball game.
By inches.
Yeah, by inches. Just to look through some of the stats for the Tigers, Gavin Robles would end up with 97 yards passing. He would complete, or he would have 19 passes in the game, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would go 13 of 19 for 97 yards. Rashard Robinson, 75 yards on 18 carries, 40 yards on 8 carries for Seth Shaw, 2 touchdowns for Seth in the game. Mesa would have 1 carry for 3 yards. Robles would have 5 carries for 35 yards with the big one. C.J. Tiernan, 4 carries for 119 yards.
2
and 2 touchdowns, yeah. But would come up just, like I said, a foot short at the end.
A foot short. When we needed him, we put it in the end zone again.
For the Knights, though, we had said from the very beginning that Will Fierro had several 300-plus yard passing games. Tonight, 321 yards that he would complete in this. And as he is 11, 15, 16, 17, 21, 20, 22 of 33.
Not bad.
For 321 yards and 2 touchdowns in the game. But they would also get 115 yards rushing by Tayshawn Taylor and 2 touchdowns on 16 carries. And then 34 yards on 9 carries by their quarterback, Will Fierro. And then Xavier Rodriguez, 2 carries for 12 yards. And then they would bring the big boy in the backfield. And that's Tyler Boynton to have 2 carries for 7 yards. One of them got a first down. It was in that second overtime that was big, or the first overtime that was big. But yeah, statistically it would be pretty much one-sided, but the Tigers, when it became a big deal toward the end, would stop them. And that made the big deal of it at all. So we want to thank all of our sponsors for being with us. They've been so kind to be with us throughout this season. They would include the Imperial Valley College, the Brick House Deli, also the Imperial Quarterback Club, who's been with us for every year that I have done the ball games for sure. Derma's Floor Covering, the Broken Yolk Restaurant. Make sure to go down there for your breakfast. Southwest Security, Stan's Auto Body, the El Zarape Restaurant. You got to try the Nortania on that one. They're my favorite. And the Imperial Tiger Football Association, who's been with us for many, many years as well.
Yes, thank you all for your sponsorship. And
So that'll be about do it here. Tigers again will end their season with a final record of 8-4, their most wins since the 2013 season.
Yep.
And so a big successful year though for this Imperial Tiger team, and a lot to look forward to next year.
Yes, we have the with Robinson.
Yeah.
Gio
Robles.
Yeah. The
And
Robles brothers.
And then, and Gavin,
Ayala
just a junior, so he's coming back. And Ayala did so well. He's a sophomore. He's coming back for a couple of years. So, this Tiger team has a lot to look forward to next year. But to come up with an 8-4 record this season, outstanding year.
Yep. Well, let's thank everybody at the studio for everything they do for us. Allowing us to do this.
Yeah, Gabe has always done a great job with turning all the buttons for us back in the studio. Our thanks to Kurt Hoffman for keeping us updated with scores throughout the evening that we've had for every game, and we appreciate that, Kurt. We thank Carol Buckley for setting us up with stuff. Gene Brister also at KXO, and we just thank KXO for letting us do these games.
Yeah.
I enjoy working with you.
Yeah.
I have fun.
I'm telling you. The best thing we could do on a Friday night.
Exactly. I can think of no better place to be on a Friday night than with you calling football games.
Thank you. And you guys have a safe trip. Going to Oregon, go see your kids.
Yep, we'll go spend some Thanksgiving with the grandbabies.
Enjoy your retirement. He retired Wednesday.
Retired this week, and so and I've almost 30 years there with the Highway Patrol, and enjoyed all that time. But it's time now to spend with Peggy and the grandbaby.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. That'll about do it here in La Jolla. The final score of Bishop's Knights 28, the Imperial Tigers 27. double overtime thriller. Thank you, everyone, for listening in tonight. We appreciate it.
Yes,
and
we do.
We'll send it back to the studio at KXO. Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.
It's like a trip through time. The Imperial Valley's best oldies on the radio.
You really got me going.